Welcome Samus 419. You have the honor of being the very first person in chat.
A picture that you could never see in any other way.
everybody. Welcome to the stream. Stupid Christmas. Aw, I know. That's okay. You don't get any bonus points. My love for you and appreciation thereof does not change based on your streak, because I know that I'm the one that wrecks it. It's not you. Hey there, Quiz. Hi, Chrono. What's up, Banana Hannah? Hi, Samus. That's crazy that 50 would be your longest streak, considering, you're here all the time. But then, of course, you I'm the one that breaks it. So, yeah, not your fault. Welcome. Glad you guys are here. Today's, had an interesting meeting before we started. I know, that's what I'm saying. It's me. I know. Had a meeting with some fellow kind of digital pastors, and it was nice. They came up with a really interesting idea that I'm having to kind of chew on, and we'll see where it comes from. But basically, it was like, I think your people, like your community, okay, Jones, have a good one, man. I think your community, your people would, like to know what's going on, but I know you got to keep it confidential and whatnot, but do what you can, kind of go to ChatGPT and then have a tell a story and be like, can you make this such that it's not gonna tell people, but while telling people, and then see if I can release it. And then, but the second idea, or the thing to put on the end of that, was basically to add a heart thing, how in say Zelda you have like hearts, right? There's like 5 hearts or whatever, some of these older games, and then if you have as you lose hearts, you're closer to death or whatever, then you're like at the half and it's like blinking away or whatever, that kind of thing. It's like, but basically like tell chat without telling chat, those who know kind of thing, how you're doing that day, so I don't feel like I'm always like, oh, how am I doing, and here's what I'm doing, blah blah blah, but like put up a little health bar on there, like it's just like an HP bar in it, that way they can kind of see what's going on and how things are in the house and in life and whatnot, without me having to like share. And I thought that was, I actually dismissed it like right offhand. I'm like, yeah, that's silly, but I don't know, like people, maybe it's self-centered, or maybe whatever, people would understand, or people ask about it, or and also like I can't share a lot of the stuff that's happening because just can't. And so I'm like, okay, so is it a good idea? But as I was thinking about it, and as you got like 4 other pastors that are like all, wise and smart and understand digital ministry, being like, I think that it's a good idea. I don't think that's a bad idea at all. You got to kind of take it and go, like, let me chew on that. Well, they definitely will. Like, what's going on? The problem is I can't say a lot. Treadmill day. Yeah. I probably should, actually. I should go get one of those treadmills and put it underneath, and at least I'll be moving around for a little while. I know I don't move enough when it comes to walking. I've been negligent in my locomotion. I have heart container badges that actually go from whole heart down to quarter heart. You do? See, because I was thinking I was going to have to go find them or make them. I kind of would want them to be animated, because I'm a big dummy who likes making everything complicated for himself. But given, how they sometimes have that little wobble, they just kind of do that every now and again, right? And then I think I could figure it out. The problem, I got to figure out how to make them less and more. Obviously, it would have to be something that would be simple. I couldn't, I'd have to change them on the fly kind of thing. Well, not on the fly, before every stream kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's an interesting idea, worth noting. But I'd love to get your feedback on it. And what do you think? Is it a good idea? And is it something that I could do? There was one suggestion was like, well, why don't you do like, how you get HP, mana, and what's the third one? Strength? Something like that. I can't remember what the third one is. But like heart, soul, mind, strength, like have like 3 of them, like 3 bars. Like one is your XP or HP, and then one is your like mana, which is like sort of your spiritual strength, and then is like I guess like emotional or physical. How's your body? Yeah, I think the other one would be your body. How's your life? How's your How's your heart? How's your mind? How's your body? How's your heart? How's your spirit? How's your body? Those 3 things, and just kind of have them on a sliding scale, 1 to 10 kind of thing. But I'm like, yeah, that's cool, and that would definitely be something I would wildly overcomplicate. But it would be fun, you know. It'd be, I already picturing in my brain, like, how can I do that, and what would it look like, and how could I pull it off? And I would be able to do it through Canva. You'd be able to get it, you know, some green screen action, get a little bit of animation so that it looks kind of cool. Use the Sora background green screen thing and make it look neat. But then, you know, it's like, if your goal is not to explain how you're doing, then the question is, would having that? No, it's not to explain. That's not quite right. Because the start of it, hello Shadow, is to tell everybody what's going on, right? Like, to release it in Discord. Release it in Discord, let people know. I wouldn't say put it on the blog and put it on, you know, read it and stuff. People who care about the Discord, people, you know, they're already in the Discord. The ones who are invested in the community and invested in whatnot, when they're connected to the Discord, right? Hello, Korzak. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream, and thanks for the follow. Glad you're here. So like then, and after that kind of thing, at the end kind of say, you know, I feel like I'm going to let you guys in for what's going on, because I do have a lot of really, really weird things happen, a lot, stuff I can't share, stuff I can't do, that happens all at once. Like yesterday at the beginning of stream, I was like, do, and then halfway through stream, I was like, womp womp, because just bad stuff happened. And it's not like I can come down and tell you what it is, but if I take an HP hit, you know, right in the middle of the stream, you go blah, 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 and down to like half a heart and then blinking away. You know, you guys can kind of know that something rough happened. Or maybe it's self-centered and only about me and whatnot. I don't know. It's more about whether or not it would be something that you guys would appreciate, or is it something that bothers you? Like, is it something that you don't know or would want to know about me, kind of thing. I thought I was following already. Maybe I never watched you. I know you can talk through, which I found on Donnie Dreams. Yeah, Donnie's the man. I like Donnie. Green sanity hearts. Yeah, there you go. Oh, dude, don't worry about it. It's fine. Raiding into someone's test stream is apparently a gift I have. I'm really good at raiding into people who are like, I'm not actually live, and then they turn off. It's happened more than a couple times. More than a couple. But nothing to do with you, everything to do with me. So suffice to say, and I apologize to anybody who was looking forward to the weirdness, I am not going to be able to do the Weird Wednesday or Weird Thursday, Weird Thursday, whatever we're calling it now, pictures, because I just didn't have time. That meeting is really interesting. Sit there with these dudes. There's 4 other guys, 5 including me, and we just kind of give each other updates on life and whatnot. Everybody's going through stuff. It's sometimes it's nice to know people are going through stuff, even if we can't do anything to help. Like, it's, you know, they're utterly powerless to do anything to help me, and as I am with them. It's like, I can't help you with your, you know, illness, or with your kid, or with your, you know, your wife, or with your church, or with, you know, I can't do anything, you know, like, it's just, but just kind of talking it out, right, has benefit. And then, since they are, you know, good, wise, godly pastor dudes, hearing a little bit of what they think is actually very beneficial. So, yeah. U4W, you played a song for me. Oh, ukulele for worship. Oh, yeah. U4W. I'm like, what is that? I'm smart. I found out the issue. I upgraded to 3080 and didn't download the NVIDIA SDK for the 30 series GPU. Was trying to run with SDK for 20 series. Oh, okay. There apparently there are some goofy things I never knew about when it comes to getting cards. Like, for example, if you have a thread, I don't know, I've heard, the one I heard was like, if you have a Threadripper CPU and you try to fit it in with a XYZ GPU, they actually fight with each other. Like, it actually bottlenecks and it causes a problem. So like, I never thought that a CPU and a GPU would fight, but apparently it happens. And the new GPUs, or the new drivers for the new GPUs, especially the 3000 and 4000 series, they're pretty cool. Like the 4000, I think you need minimum to be able to have the frame generation, but the 3000 series gets some pretty awesome stuff inside games. However, as Donnie pointed out before, the 3000 series has some crazy good stuff for streamers. Like the NVIDIA broadcast software and the suite thereof, pretty amazing things. Like, it can take your audio and make you sound like a professional radio dude. It can take your video and like upgrade the look of a webcam to make it look really, really special and really, really good. There's one really silly one, and if you want to see what it looks like, go to Quiz's stream. Very creepy. Where what it does is it keeps your eyes locked on the camera, like no matter where you're going and what you're looking at. Even if I'm looking down, it's always looking at the camera no matter what. And you'd think that would be kind of cool, but it actually goes, it's a little much. It's a little much because the dude's always looking at you the whole time. And this unblinking madman. Yeah, it can be a lot creepy. I like the background. No need for green screen. Yeah, with RTX. Yeah. This guy I recently heard on a podcast invested in NVIDIA 2017. He did it for the Bitcoin purpose. And it worked out. Yeah, no kidding, worked out. Jeepers. I don't usually use it, but a fun channel redeem to get that, the creepy factor up. If you'd like to feel like someone's voyeuring straight into your soul, I have a button for that. So today we're just gonna. Again, it's always an A.M.A. I'm trying to put my life back together and get a little bit of a semblance of some kind of schedule going, but the universe doesn't seem to want that to happen right now. So I'm trying to be chill, trying to forgive myself as the title says, just kind of be kind. Like if it was someone else and was like, hey, this is what happened in my life recently, and they were like, and I feel really bad about not being able to put together a whole bunch of talks and keep things going, what advice would I give it? I'd be like, it's okay, man, chill out, you've been through a lot. So I try to remember that for myself, right? I've been messaging some people on Facebook Marketplace looking for that PC that I can turn into a stream machine. So maybe, the dual stream team PC thing, I really like it. It's really good. Once you get it working, and it's slicker than snot on a doorknob. I love it. What put our life back together? I'm too old for that. I'm kind of over that. I just sit here in pieces. Nah, there's always reconciliation. There's always potential for redemption. And and if you've been through some stuff, and I know that, Donut, you have, you sometimes you just sit back and marvel at how you've been held together. Especially when you're looking at how either non-believers or people who are struggling with faith or whatever like that are going through something similar, and you just see them, they're absolutely falling apart. Like my doctor once said to me, he's like, I know what you're going through, and it's insane. I know people that are going through 1/10 of what you're going through, and they're just a mess. They're an absolute mess. And so like pat yourself on the back or give God credit for working miracles just to hold you together. And I do. I really, really do. It's amazing to me that if you look at how other people handle some of the stuff that I've been through, like the fact that I'm able to go through and then smile. Crazy. It's crazy stuff. That God's amazing. But yeah, exactly. Sometimes the pieces fall off, or you break in some kind of way, and you just realize, that piece I'm never going to be able to put back on again. That one's broken forever. I'm gonna have to work around that piece, because there's no healing that's going to come from that, or at least not anytime soon. And I think sometimes that's PTSD, sometimes that has to do with abuse or trust, or a financial hit, or you do something bad and now you have to deal with the consequences. Like some of these things happen and they're not reparable, or take a very long time to. But it doesn't mean that it has to paralyze your life and stop everything. Right? Sometimes that means you are that thing, because it becomes a defining trait, but in a good way. It becomes a thing that you're able to see as a strength, like a golden ticket to be able to serve other people. God's good. He's best, and the more important part, follow God and love all. Yeah, for sure. It's a little stuffy in here. I'm going to go grab just open my window. One sec. It is snowing like a son of a gun outside right there. I think we're getting 40 centimeters, which in freedom units is like a foot foot and a bit, foot and 1 foot 2 inches, 3 inches. Like it's a lot. It's gonna be a lot of snow. And my daughter was such a hero. I was down here doing my thing, and apparently she wanted to go and get milk and got stuck at the end of the driveway because the plow went by and, you know, just kind of ruined it. And so she was stuck there and back and forth and dealt with it herself and shoveled out her car herself. And it was great. It's so nice to see your adult kids being all adulty. Makes you feel like a good parent. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that quiz. Thank you for doing that. We got 10 inches yesterday. Supposed 10 inches Friday and Saturday. There you go. Yeah, you're there. You're there. It's pretty. It's always nice to look at. You know, I'm a big fan of looking at snow. For whatever that's worth. So yeah, I've actually had a tummy issue now for about 3 days. And so like I'm feeling a little off, so I think I'm gonna be fine. I'm trying to figure out what it is, but we're, you know, could be stress, could be anything, could be a million other things, who knows. But I'm definitely hanging in there, and I'm very thankful to be with you guys. How are you doing? How's your week? What are you looking forward to in the weekend? This should be talking to my daughter about doing a stream on Sunday. If you don't know, I'm actually going to be on stream on Saturday. I'm going to be special guest starring with Mother Goose. We're going to be doing a collab and having a little chat. And then I talked to Snack Girl. I owe her a stream because she's supposed to be coming on and doing the annual Celeste-a-thon, where she just beats Celeste while we talk about it, and then just watch how crazy good she is at the game. You're doing D&D on Sunday. Slick. Yeah. Next week, last Thursday of the month, is us, the D&D squad here on the channel. Me and Quiz and Samus and Arcone and Star Pony all getting together to do another run of our D&D campaign. The roast, or the Lost Brew of Roast Alien. It was just sponsored by Dragon Rose Coffee. So I'm excited for next week too. Should be good. Probably won't watch it live. I saw something cool, and I thought it was really, really neat. I found a piece of software that will take your video, strip off the audio, look for audio silences at whatever, you know, distance length you put in there, and then go through and tag throughout the entire program all those silences, and then you can delete all those. So I took a 3 hour and some odd stream, like the D&D stream, and I took out the part where we leveled up and all the silence, and it brought it down to, like, I don't know, two and a half, or like 220. Like, apparently there was a lot of silence in there, and which is normal for D&D. Sometimes you're sitting thinking, sometimes you're, you know, because you have to do some stuff, and sometimes you just got to think. And so it's been hopefully it was good. Of course I didn't rewatch it, right? I just kind of skipped through it and went, yeah, this looks good. I'm sure it's fine. You got that through Filmora? I have to pay extra, so I downloaded the demo. And it worked. It worked. It's okay. Yeah, well, this one had some settings, right? Like, you got to make sure that you for a 3-hour session, 2 hours and 20 minutes of activity is solid. Yeah, there you go. See, and that's a very good point, right? That's a very good point. Yeah, I had to change the settings. Because it was set to like 0000. So every time there was a silence, any silence, it would have stopped, deleted, and then started up the next one. So it would have just been a brick of sound with nothing in between. But you need those little breath sounds in the middle or whatever, because otherwise, because human ear needs a little pause, you know? Okay. The only thing I got planned today is to jump back into Final Fantasy and see if we can get into the adventure some more. It was a lot of fun. I found there's some more people I can play cards against, so that's kind of fun. But other than that, I got nothing left in the tank for doing anything creative. But I'm happy to do counseling and having a chat with y'all. Do whatever you want there, because that comes natural. I do that all the time. But I'm hoping that at some point I'll get the wind underneath me and they'll be able to plan out some talks. I've got a talk I wanted to give. Like I wanted to give you guys that talk about mental health and gaming, and why people spend so much time in their room playing games. Like I did a whole like a 40 minute talk on it. It was supposed to be recorded, but the recording got screwed up. I was really bummed when I saw the recording was screwed up, because I'm like, oh man, because I want to just take it, edit it, throw it out there, call it done, be happy I gave a talk and whatnot. But now I have to re-talk the talk, which actually isn't easy. You think that, for me anyway, for having like practice, you think like, oh, the more times you give a talk, the easier it is to give the talk. And I found that it's like at the first one, when I'm giving the talk, I'm on and I'm thinking about it and I'm processing it, et cetera, et cetera. And then the second time around, I don't think I do nearly as well, because I don't, I guess it's because I think I've said that already, or because I don't know. It's not as easy, At least that's my thought. You have to go be a real person and do real stuff. The Quiz King is true. I play with my teen boys and for like 40 minutes because there's a lot of silence in 3 hours. Yeah. Well, it's like a football game, right? How much football is actually played in a football game? I don't know. I think what's the stat? They touch the ball for like 7 minutes every game or something like that. And it's not a bad thing. It's not the end of the world to have a little bit of silence. It's just that when you're watching a video, is that good? I don't know. I tend to do things quickly. Like I'm taking a class right now, and it's a spiritual development class. And so the instructions are sit and, think about this for a while, meditate on this, read the scripture, and what does it say to you? Talk to God about that in your heart. But when I'm doing the actual class videos, I'm legit, like I'm playing them on 2 times speed. Like I'm watching these videos about spiritual development and meditation and like all the maturity stuff, and I got the teacher like blah, 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 blah. This is like trying to go through the notes to get things done, and I find it ironic anyway. Icing snow on TV from Florida. Yeah, let's go. So yeah, all that to say that the I've got, yeah. Anyway, that's good. Tell you what, should I sit down? I guess I can play standing up for a little while. I'm trying to fix my tummy with water. I think I'll stop trying to do the coffee thing. Try listening to Thomas Aquinas at Sec 2 speed. That was fun. Yeah, exactly, man. Like there's some that I'm trying to remember which teacher it was that he sounded normal at 2 times speed. It was somebody who spoke for like an ear, and I turned him on to 2 times speed, and he actually sounded normal. Right? How about a pickle? I don't think so. I don't know. I've never had a medicinal pickle before in my life. Hannah, did you finally get your cat? I'll tell you what. Let's launch the game. We'll get going here. If you guys have anything you want to. I'm not going to look at email. It was just interesting. I saw an email from somebody I thought was cool. Do you have your cat? Are you being snuggled by a cat? Do you currently possess your cat, or does your cat need to be gotten? That's the question. Vinegar wouldn't help, and the salt. I don't know what's wrong with me. There's all kinds of things wrong with me. No? All right. I went through something at my church called layman's class. In my opinion, it was more of a precursor to ministry school. But that being said, I was more concerned with getting a good grade in the class and really absorbing the material. When you were talking about watching videos double speed, crossed my mind. Yeah, it's actually it's a really difficult thing. Hey there, Star Blue. Good to see you, man. It's a really hard thing sometimes when it comes to the scholastic version of spiritual stuff, because sometimes you really are just importing knowledge into your brain. That's what you're doing. Like when you're memorizing stuff, or you're trying to pass this class, you're doing leadership development or whatever. And other times you really do need to slow down and chew. I find it, for me, when I was preaching and writing sermons, you could get into a rhythm. It's easy to write a sermon once you've written 300 of them, right? They just blah, 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 so the sermon goes. I actually have to pause and stop and pull back and go, actually, that I should think about this. What does it mean to me? What does it mean to the community? What does it mean to, like what's going on in the world today? and just kind of sit with it for a little while. But it requires me actually pumping the brakes. Right? It doesn't happen naturally. I don't know if I have pickles. Fine, I will text my daughter and ask if we have any medicinal pickles. Chat wants me to eat a pickle. Do we have any? Question mark. How about that? There you go. If it helps, then I'll know what I need to do. But wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if my problem was solved with a pickle? Apparently pickles are medicinal and they work for nausea and they make you feel better. But apparently that's no pickles. No pickles in the house. Okie dokie. Used to drink straight pickle. The brine? Dang. That's something. We have nothing even pickle like. We are low on groceries at my house right now. That is, we're low on groceries. We need to go grocery shop. Like we have no milk and like things like that. So yeah, maybe we should pick up some pickles. Snack girl been snacking. Snack girl ate all the pickles. Snack girl's been snacking. I mean, it is what she does. Don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's true either, Jones. But apparently, if two people that I think are on my side are saying it, then it's not like they're trying to be rude. And if they do it, then all right, good. Then let's see how it works. Here's some good advice at church last night. Spend 4 hours in silence and pray and journal. That's hard to do. That's hard to do, man. It's good advice, but I don't know anybody who does it. I can't even fathom having that kind of time to myself to be able to actually sit, because I don't think I've gone 4 hours without some sense of of problem or asleep. Maybe when I'm asleep, even then I'm not even asleep for 4 hours at a time. So, but yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that you got to build up there. I knew a guy who was in the Navy when we were out deep sea fishing. He was sucking on pickles the whole ride out. Help with seasickness. Well, there you go. That's 3. Okay. All right. 4 hours at once. Yeah. Can anybody with family or anybody? Yeah. Like if you're a single person and you're able to do that, good for you. And you're right. If you sit and meditate, and I definitely do. I've been thinking about doing a fast because it's something I haven't done in a very long time. Not that I haven't ever fasted food. I was thinking about doing that for a little while, and just kind of because I've got so much stuff going on. My problem is that like one of the ways that I understand fasting works is to have a purpose behind it. Like, what is the reason for the fast? What's the purpose for what are you trying to get? What do you say? I mean, yeah, connecting to God in a different way and kind of purifying your thought life or whatever. Yeah. But at the same time, I've got so many things in my life that I get. You know what? Between you and me, I'll be honest with you. If I fast and the whole point is I want to fast so I can get an answer to what's going on in my life, and if God would fix it, and the answer is no, and I don't get an answer, then or do I keep fasting until I get an answer? And then like that to me, that's still not something I really understand. Obscure question here, says Star Blue. Is eating junk food folly? Or when Jesus declared all foods clean, does that include junk food in today's context? I'm in a dilemma about it. Context: trying to lose weight, down 4K since January 1st. Really strong craving for pizza and junk food today, and succumbed. Is it wrong in the eyes to feel mad at myself? A fast feels really slow. Yeah, you're right. You know what? I'm gonna switch up the music just because we're here now. So Jesus declaring all foods clean. Ceremonially clean. They were not going to give you any, like you're not breaking Mosaic law. That's what that was, right? Like you can eat whatever you want, Mosaic law. That one of the ways that God set his people aside was through how they ate, also how they dressed, also how they worshiped, also how they spoke, also how they treated slaves, also how they treated women. Also, like they were different. They looked different. They grew like they farmed different. Like they were different. And so therefore they when God said that, or Jesus said that, he opened up food to everybody. Peter, was then given a revelation later in Acts, like, hey, here, you really can't eat everything. I said it was okay. It's okay. And also everybody gets saved, not just Jews. Right. And so but your question is not about spiritual stuff, right? Is it bad? I would say this, over consuming calories and, to the point of where you feel guilty and you're harming your body, you're not doing well. And really the purpose behind your craving, behind eating, was not because you were hungry. It was to satisfy an urge, right? Which technically it could be considered lack of self-control. It could be considered addiction, that you were powerless against the desire to go and stuff yourself full of food that you didn't want to eat, right? That itself demonstrates an issue, right? The fact that there was a power that led you towards it. But that sounds really bad. So let me balance that out with, however, God has given us all kinds of things in this world to give us pleasure, to give us, to cheer our hearts, right? That wine to cheer your heart. He's given us food that tastes good, just to taste good. He put the sugar in the fruit, right? That kind of thing, like, so that we have pleasure in this world. And part of that pleasure is eating. So it's not bad to eat stuff that is sweet. That's not evil, right? It's not wrong. It's not bad to eat refined sugar things and candies and whatnot. That's not inherently bad, evil, wrong, sinful. The issue comes where your level of self-control, your overconsumption, right? Because you could really consider the overconsumption of calories to the point of being out of control as being drunk on food, being drunk on sugar. It's now its own thing. It's now maintaining its own momentum, and then breaking that is actually part of a discipline. So I would say for you, not knowing the whole story, I would say this. So you at some point went, hey, I really should get control of this. You then made some rules in your life, and you asked, presumably asked God for help and said, I'm going to change some stuff. And you, for how long? Month and a half, we're like doing pretty good. And you were down 4K and you felt like you had a hold of things. And then your body was like, dude, you give me some carbs. And I need, I just really need some. And you went, okay, here, have some carbs. That, I don't think any of that is sinful in and of itself, right? I don't think you going and I want a pizza, eat a pizza. There's nothing in at all that says you don't have pizza. If you take yourself up in a helicopter view and go for however many years or for however many months before January, I was out of control for months. Like a month and a half now, I've been in control. I've been able to curb things. My body at some point, when I need some carbs right now, I gave it some. That you could easily, that's almost a sense of a breaking of a fast that they do in, there's always a celebration after the fast, let's get together and have a party, or right before we do a fast, we'll have a big get together. There's some Mardi Gras, right? The idea is having that moment of revel before and after the time of fasting. It's normal, it's human, extremely human to do that. So I would say the fact that you recognize it, you're back on the horse, and that you had a day of reveling isn't bad. Cut yourself some slack. Recognize, I think part of it is recognizing, going, because I was out of control, it means I have a lot of kind of growth to do, and where did that come from? But I guess the third thing that kind of comes to mind is it could have been that you needed some carbs in your life, right? Because you'd starved yourself, or because you were dieting weirdly, or because things were off, and your body just kind of went, listen, man, I need to fix some stuff. put some carbs in me, please. That's not outside the realm of possibility. So I would say, number one, don't beat yourself up. Number two, pat yourself on the back for how good you've been doing so far. Number three, recognize that it is perfectly acceptable for you to have pizza. There's nothing between you and God that says you can't do that. And then I think number 4 would be analyze, where that kind of came from. And if you don't like it and you don't want to do that anymore, and it's something that you think is harming you and bad, figure out why you did it. Because it doesn't necessarily have to be that you physiologically wanted some carbs. It could have just been that you felt emotionally down, or you felt lonely, or you were angry, or you were tired, or you were, you had an anger that you didn't know what to do with, and the way that you processed that was be like, I gotta self-medicate, right? And so just kind of think through those 4 things. Hopefully that helped. Yeah, I need to lose some weight too. Actually, I don't actually eat bad. I really don't. It's my eating habits are maybe wonky, but they're not. I wouldn't say they're bad. My issue is lack of movement. Literally lack of movement. I need to move around more, and then I would think I would be fine, because I know my muscles have atrophied in the last year or so. It's just like that's what I need to do. Me leftover pizza right now. Had pizza for a week straight, and I'm gonna pay for it later. Exactly. I mean, and that's the thing, right? Like there's reveling, and there's celebrating, and there's breaking the fast and being excited and having food that cheers the heart. And then there's overconsumption, addiction, overcompensation, like using it for the wrong reasons. Those are you gotta know where it's okay. Like, is it evil to have pizza for a whole week? No. Is it healthy? Probably not. But at the same time, is it, you got to ask yourself, why? Am I being lazy and not cooking? Am I self-harming? Is this the way that I self-harm? Some people self-harm by eating too much food, right? I'm going to hurt myself through eating too much food and make myself sick. Some people do that by not eating, right? They don't eat to hurt themselves. The eating thing is really messed up, and nobody can just stop. Your body does need sugar. You can't go without carbs and protein and fat. It's what what you're made of. You can't just stop, which makes it even more difficult, because in the world that we have today, there are a zillion different opinions. You never know who's telling the truth. Got pharmaceutical companies and big corporations and people making fake food, and everybody is trying to manipulate everybody else to say that it's the perfect diet. And we live in such a weird world where no matter what you do and what you say and what you grab as far as food, there's going to be somebody who tells you you're stupid, right? You're like, I'm going to have a glass of milk. You're an idiot. What's wrong with you? Don't you know that humans are the only mammal that still has milk? You're dumb. You've been sucked in by big milk. It's like, okay, cool. I'm going to go have a piece of toast. Carbs are bad, and refined carbs are bad, and that probably comes from refined flour, which nobody else uses. Have you heard that in Italy, when people eat bread, they actually feel better? You idiot. Right? Okay, cool. I'm going to have an egg. What's wrong with you? You're having an egg. Do you know how much cholesterol? Like, there's nobody in this world that will agree with all the choices that you have, right? Get thee behind me, gluten. And so I think for you, do the research, do the thinking, to take care of your body, and then do your best. If you live it constantly in fear and paranoia because of all the because of what you put inside of you, like, yeah, it takes some advice or whatever, but the human body is powerfully resilient. It really is. It really, really is. Korzak says, from a secular perspective, when dieting is good to schedule, whether it's once a week or every 2 weeks, that whatever works for you, a cheat meal. Not a cheat day, but a cheat meal where you allow yourself to have one thing you've been craving and get right back on the plan. Yeah, actually, it's the same thing with money. If you say, I'm not going to spend anything on anything I don't need, then you'll go bonkers out in no time, right? And you'll feel guilty all the time because you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have bought that, and maybe blah, blah, blah. But if you give yourself like a little pittance of money, you can do whatever you want, right? Like for when we were going into debt, I had an allowance that was $40, and that was like my kids were making more money. They had more liquid than I did because that's all I gave myself. But that $40, that's like a trip to McDonald's. That's like buying one DVD. That's like getting myself, something on online, something silly. Like it allows me to go, okay, I can move forward with the rest of my budget because I know that this little thing that I had, it's not bad. I'm not bad for doing it. I'm allowed to do that. I think locking it down to zero is the mistake. In the same way, sort of like Korzak's saying, is when you're dieting, having a time where you're like, you know what, I dieted really good for a while, and I'm doing my cheat meal now, and that's okay. Of course, you got to have discipline with that, right? Because otherwise, it's going to be, well, I have a cheat meal now. I'm going to have a cheat meal tomorrow, and that's okay. I'll just do a month, and then in 2 weeks, you've forgotten you did the cheat meal, and so you got another one. And you're like, you can negotiate yourself into breaking all your habits. Because, so you got to be careful with that. But I agree with you that the hard and fast is not it doesn't solve usually. There are things in this world you should stop and just stop altogether. But humans are terrible at stopping. What we are really good at is replacing. So if you're like, I need to stop smoking, I need to stop drinking, I need to stop, whatever, going out at night, I need to stop whatever your issue is. It's really hard to just stop because then you're just sitting there twiddling your thumbs feeling like I really want whatever the thing is. But if you replace it, like I'm going to eat a cucumber instead, I'm going to call a friend instead, I'm going to go find, I'm going to go to a workshop or start a hobby or whatever, join a sports team instead, then humans are way better at that. That's what we're much better at that. Definitely been lazy this week. I really have no desire to do anything. Yeah, and it's easier to do when you're alone, right? Hey there, Sinner. Good to see you.
Congratulations, Sinner. You are the first person to enter the chat and have been first 4 times.
What radicalized you and why don't you trust the experts? Well, I recall seeing a headline article in a magazine that asked the question, do strawberries cause cancer? Yeah, right? Right? Yeah. Like, I'm going to go eat an avocado. You can't. You're killing the environment. Okay, I'm going to go eat some steak. You can't. You're killing the environment. Okay, I'm going to go have chicken. From where? And I think that not to over spiritualize, but I think there's a real spiritual element to making Christians, humans, feel guilty, afraid, and confused about the most basic parts of life. Right? Like, it's like food is a great example of that, where you're like, I don't know what to eat, and I don't know what's right, and I don't know where to go, and I don't know what to shop. I don't know any of that stuff. Friendship's another one that people screw up. Like, if back in the day, it was like, man, I like that person. I want to be friends with them. And you hang out with them, and you really like hanging out with them. And you're like, man, that person's really, really special to me. I want to be with them all the time because I think they're awesome. Not sexually, not nothing, just they just think they're awesome. And today, you got people that are wildly confused. We're like, well, I guess if I want to be with that person for every period of time, I must want to go and have sex with them because that's how you show care for people. It's it's like, and it just, now they don't know how to be friends. And so they avoid friendship and they cut off, and they don't want, guys don't want to talk to each other, share their feelings because, just, it's a whole mess. Yeah, it was 15, but I wouldn't say it was, say 100, because, the macho dad from the 50s, 60s, 70s, that kind of thing. Actually, I think it's better than it was. I think it's better than it was back in those days, where, like, you took your girl who got pregnant and you shipped her off to to an aunt that she never saw ever again. Just that's it. You live there now. You're the shame of the family. Or some guy that's like, I don't like football. I want to dance, or I want to do art, and gets beaten on and told that they're useless and stupid and foolish and not manly. But I think we're past a lot of that now as a society, which I think is way better. Recognizing that manhood isn't defined by how far you can throw something or how hard you can hit something. Hold on, backing up. Because the biggest issue is that we're almost all deficient in something, whether we know it or not. So we have to take supplements, and so much of the food is heavily processed. Yeah, we live in a really difficult environment in order to make food. Because of, and you can read whatever book you want, but there's a Chris Tucker Carlson, that's his name. he did an interview a little while back with a doctor who kind of left her practice. She was like a super smart doctor and just left because she just saw the absolute corruption within it and started doing studies on what corporations are doing to people, and is like a champion of like, you don't understand how deep this insanity goes, right? It's like there was a reason that all of a sudden everybody said that, you know, they all have to have milk, or that's the reason everybody said that you can't have fat, you know, things like that. And it had nothing to do with health. It had everything to do with government and you know, trying to money and stuff. Like, you sound like you're wearing a tinfoil hat and you sound like a crazy person. But the truth is, when enough people are saying it, and people who have brains and are part of the system are like, you know what, actually, it's pretty corrupt up there. It's time to start going, yeah, it probably is. And how do I navigate this world when all you're presented with is insanely expensive vegetables, insanely expensive meat, or processed foods that make you sick all the time? What do you do? It's really, really difficult. Strawberries actively cause cancer, going around the neighborhood seeking out innocent people and unzipping their DNA. Is the strawberries a nickname for something? Do we know? Is that like, maybe that's a gang? Ransom said, I don't even call it a cheat. I'm pretty good at avoiding excess sugar. So if I have, say, Halloween size Snickers every now and again, it's no harm. Candy has its place, even if generally that place is far away from you. I think it'd be done with it for celebratory reasons, and it's, you know, perfectly fine, and that you shouldn't be afraid of sugar. Heck, I'm a Baptist, you know, like if I tried to avoid food, or I was a Baptist preacher for a long time. Good luck avoiding food if you're a Baptist preacher, but you don't have to gorge yourself everywhere you go. Sam says, just before my current diet, I started talking to myself into having stuff that I shouldn't. Blood panel showed me that I needed to eat healthier again. Yeah. I feel better now. I think I'll go make myself sick. Yeah. Masculinity 2025 is defined by how pretty your tiara is. It is. And I have a beautiful one that is, it is honestly one of the nicest tiaras I think I've ever owned. Stay on my head. Everyone's dietary needs is different, so what works for me doesn't. Yeah, it's true. And that's another thing, right? Like, if you throw biology and my brain's not working, like food sensitivities and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, it's even more confusing. I think, though, that boys who aren't living up to the stereotypical masculine image are being questioned, molded, perhaps even groomed into homosexuality. Oh, you have a soft personality, you must be gay. I think that's part of it. I think there is, like, I'm not part of school anymore. And like it was, but I think that I think there's more. I don't think it's as bad as that. If I had to guess, I think there's partly is what I said about friendship, right? Like if you feel like you have a really good friend with someone, and the ultimate expression of caring for someone is having sex with them, or for that matter, we live in a world right now where people go have sex before they know each other's name, kind of thing. It's just the weirdest thing. There's apps and internet culture that is hooking people up, and they don't even know each other, and they're afraid to have a conversation, right? The you can't have an intimate conversation about your life, but you can go get in bed together. Everything is kind of backwards in the same way that for kids, yeah, it's like I feel this feeling, and you get these adults and whatever affirming their feelings and being like, okay, that'll become your identity now. It's like, well, I'm 6, or like I'm 10, I'm 12. I'm just trying to figure out who I am. Let's not nail me down and let to become me. But there's people so excited to find someone who's, I don't know, different, or like a poster child for how tolerant they are, and they just sacrifice that kid on the altar of tolerance and diversity. When what they should be doing would be like, oh, interesting, let's talk about that, instead of, here's some pills and or here's a group to join that becomes your entire identity. I hate how people are willing to hurt others in order to gain money. Truly, we can't help people. We can help people and gain money. True. It's absolutely true. Word money never seems to be a draw for me. I think that it's funny. Like, it makes me frustrated and mad sometimes about how much money there is in the hands of people who are using it for really ungodly, horrible purposes. And there are psalms about this, right? Like, why are the rich looking so good? Why do they get to live so happily and so free and so full and so pleasurable and whatnot? Ecclesiastes, like, it's just like it's not new. Just like, man, if you took 0.01% of your income and you gave it to me for, like, and just kind of said, here, have that, I would be set for life. Right? But it's bananas, right? I'd be able to minister better. I'd be able to serve my family better. I could put my kids in school. I could finally have, health insurance. I could go to the dentist, and not have to worry about all that stuff. Like, but they just hold, and then they go friggin' go to space. Like, why'd you do that? Because you can. Okay, fine. And they abuse their, like, Bezos, abuse their employees and then make it so the world can't live without you. No problem, Star Blue. I could agree men who got caught up in homosexuality got peer pressured into it because they didn't live up to manly standards, but no one helped them either. It's, yeah. Like, stereotypically and statistically, if you look at a relationship of a child who becomes hypersexual or becomes homosexual or becomes zero sex, whatever. If you look at the relationship with the parents, with the dad, that factors in a ton. It really, really does. Like, you look at like your average homosexual male and their relationship with their father, it's overwhelmingly a negative relationship. Right. Same with women who are, more loose sexually speaking. Their relationship with their dad is usually pretty bad. Right. Confusion and pressure. Yeah, exactly, Korzak. Yeah. Queen XN. I'm okay either way. Long as I get deferred to, I'm all right. In my religion, I'm required to sit on the floor for hours at a time and not paying attention. Is it wrong that I want to switch beliefs so I can focus on the message and not my leg being asleep? Can you tell us what your religion is? I'm gonna sit down. Now, granted, today, right, the idea, like, having a good relationship with your father is extremely rare. Having a father is rare. Not laughable, but it's true. Between divorce and statistics and single parent statistics and, having a male in the home that actually has a clue is somewhat, godly and willing to engage with their children. Like, what percentage is that? Probably pretty low. Sikhism. So let me go back to your question. In my religion, I'm required to sit on the floor for hours at a time. I end up not paying attention. Is it wrong that I want to switch beliefs so I can focus on the message and not my leg being asleep? I would say that the reason to switch religions being this is uncomfortable. You're not going to find any religion out there that doesn't bring some kind of discomfort. The whole point of religion is to create an orderly set of rules that allow us to approach God, or approach nirvana, or approach eternity, whatever. Bliss. So like that's religion, and it's going to be uncomfortable in some way, right? It's going to, like, whether it be because you have to, like in Christianity, loving your enemies, that not easy, not comfortable, not great, or having to serve others or put other people first, things like that. There's no reason, or there's no way that you're going to find anything that's going to be perfectly comfortable. But I don't think that's really what you were saying. I think the idea is, it's weird that this is part of my religion, and that it's making it so I can't actually participate in I can't learn, I can't listen. I think, to me, if the evaluation of your religion kind of going, it's not valuable enough to me, or it's not how am I going to put this without sounding rude? Because I don't mean to, but it's not, like what I'm getting out of it is so low that the inconvenience of sitting for a long period of time isn't worth it, right? Because, for example, if because the other side of your conversation could have been, in my religion, I'm required to sit on the floor for hours at a time, but I'm so enraptured by what's happening, and I feel such a presence of God, and I feel like it's so meaningful to me that I don't even notice when my legs fall asleep, and I stand up, and they don't even work anymore. But because I just feel God in the room, and I understand what's, the teaching is so meaningful to me. Wow, I could really, it's just crazy that I don't even notice, right? So if there's nothing, getting nothing out of it, you're not connecting to God within it and whatnot. Yeah, I would say that would be the issue. Is it wrong to switch beliefs? No. I think if you switch beliefs because you want something easier or because you want something cooler, I think you got to think through that, but it doesn't sound like that's what you want. I would say that it's if you want to grow closer to God and you want to be someone who is engaged in their religion and deepening their faith and whatnot, I think, finding a church. For me, I'm a Christian, right? And so I can't help it. I believe that, Jesus is God, and that's how that works. But from a general perspective, finding a church, finding a group that leads you closer to God, that is desiring truth, is trying to do good, is willing to be uncomfortable for the sake of obedience, for the sake of their community, for the sake of each other. I think that's what you're looking for. Like, it's not that you don't not want to be yo, thank you, Swag. Right, you say thank you. I appreciate the sub. And thank you for 7 months. That's really cool of you. So what I'm saying is that the sitting part is a symptom of a greater problem. Right. So, for example, if like I said, if it was really engaging your heart, then you wouldn't necessarily, it wouldn't be a problem. But, I guess the first easy question is, why won't they let you sit in a chair? And if it's required, you have to sit on the floor and you're not getting anything out of it. I would say that pursuing a group of people that's going to lead you closer to God and participate in seeking truth is more important than following through on some kind of goofy religious thing where they make you sit. Right. We as Christian churches, we used to have this all the time. This was sort of North American Christian culture for a long while. And it was such a bummer because we were able to, it kind of came after the Protestant Revolution where we took all the iconography and took everything out of the churches and everybody just sat in this boring gray rectangle because that's what God wanted. And that's what they thought. And so now suddenly everybody's in a row in a wooden chair on an uncomfortable chair facing the same way in the back, looking at the back of someone's head and staring at one guy who stands up there singing the same song or giving a message. And that was never intended to be what it was. But by the time 1900s or 1800s rolled around, now it was and on Sunday we don't do anything. You can't go outside and you can't go play and you can't drive the car and you can't go to a movie and you can't have friends over and you got to stay in your itchy pants the entire day or God's mad at you and we got to go to church 15 times a week, otherwise God's mad at you. And it becomes, the more uncomfortable you are, the more miserable you are, must be you feeling better. God must like you more. Because you're sacrificing. And we raised generations of kids who resented the church, who hated the fact that they looked at all their friends, they looked at their neighbors, they looked at the gospel, they looked at the Bible, they looked at people who had freedom and were enjoying life, and they were like, I'm not allowed. Why am I not allowed? And so they left Christianity. They left the faith because the faith was this hypocritical religion that was trying to tell them that you can't do anything and you're defined by the things that you aren't, right? I'm not a drunk and I'm not going to the bar and I'm not someone who gambles and I'm not someone who smokes and I'm not someone who swears. And it's not defined by something you are, right? You more loving, more kind, more forgiving, more generous, more hopeful, more at peace, more healthier relationships, more sacrificial, more servant-hearted. That should be what defines a believer. And I think we're kind of coming around to it a little bit more. Like we were talking about before with sinner, right? That idea that we're coming around to more people are realizing the freedom we have in Christ, the freedom that we have for being able to do modern stuff and in such a way that it's not evil, right? So like I can go play Dungeons and Dragons, I can watch anime, I can go to a movie, I can, instead of going to church on a Sunday, I can go and I can be at go take a holiday, and that's okay. And coming back is like, if I don't hit 52 weeks out of the year, God's mad at me. That's not how it works. And I think it's better now. Is it possible people are taking it for granted and going too far? Of course, that's what humans do. We push the pendulum the other way and go, God doesn't want us to go to church. God doesn't need us to do anything. God doesn't need us to read the Bible. It's just about me and God, and whatever I feel, that's all okay, which is why I don't need to do anything or make myself uncomfortable in any possible way because God loves me. That's too far, because that's not true either, right? There is parts of Christianity that are intended to be, difficult, and they will be difficult, and that's okay. It's just, those that think we just have to follow the original 613 old Levitical commandments, literally the rise of modern day Pharisee. Yeah, right. They're all wearing eating shellfish and wearing polycotton blend. Yeah. I think it's both. It's like anything else in the world, like we were talking about with food. It's both, right? Do you have to avoid all like junk food forever and never have any? No. But if it's a problem for you, then yeah, you got to consider it and be careful and put some boundaries around it. Should you eat only junk food all the time because you have freedom to do so? No, that'll kill you. In the same way, right? You should go to church. You should have spiritual disciplines. You should do the ordinary means of grace, which is basically read your Bible, talk to God, go to church, serve people, be generous, things like that. Everybody should do that because that's how you meet God. That's just kind of the way that it's designed. How you do it is going to be wildly different. You can go to a million different kinds of churches, home church, life church, whatever. And the other side, but at the same time, it's also, while we do have a structure, there's also freedom. So much freedom. Excellent. Talking about food, and my lunch is a plate of air fried pizza rolls covered in cheese. Dude, you do what you do. And I'll tell you this, Donnie. I appreciate that, Sinner. I'll tell you this, Donnie. Sometimes the stuff in your life, you can only do so much, right? So like if you're dealing with heartache and hurt, physical pain, financial issues, having difficulty with some pretty deep stuff, and you're like, I'm going to change that. I'm going to change myself. I'm going to change my eating habits. I'm going to change how I exercise. I'm going to change how I relate to people. I'm going to do 10 hours of devos and sit 4 hours cross-legged on the floor every day, right? You can't. You literally can't. You'll break your brain and you won't be able to do it. So I think there is a place to kind of go, listen, man, I'm going through enough. It's, I'm dealing with this work thing. I'm dealing with life. I'm dealing with money. I'm dealing with kid. I'm dealing with all the rest of that stuff. And right now, I'm just going to eat some pizza rolls because this is where I'm at, and God isn't mad at me for eating pizza rolls, right? I'll deal with that later. We can only change so much. We can only do so much. We have to, at some point, kind of recognize we're not going to become all better all at once. It's just not going to happen. God doesn't care about rituals. He simply cares about everything you do, being devoted to him. That's the same problem Judah had in Isaiah 13:15. Yeah, bring your worthless offerings no longer. Incense is an abomination to me. When you spread out your hairs in prayer, I'll hide my eyes from you. Indeed, even though you multiply prayers, I will not listen. Your hands are full of blood. Stop trampling my who called you here? Stop trampling my grounds. Yeah, he's looking at Israel, looking at God's people and being like, why do you even come to church? Get out of my church. I don't want your worship, because you're not worshiping. You guys literally hate each other. You treat each other terribly. The rich people are exploiting the poor. The priests are trying to make money off of them. You guys aren't feeding each other. They're fat people and they're half dead people. And you guys, and you know very well what my law says and what my heart says and what I desire from you. Do justice, love mercy. And you're not. So get lost. It's such an indictment. I think what does God require? Do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly. That's like literally, that's what you need. Do that. None of that is where you sit, how you sit, or what level of offering you bring. Okay, have a good one. Oh, you got to be somewhere. Like you're literally driving. Okay, yeah, you better go. We've all become like one who's unclean, and all of our righteous deeds are like a polluted garment. Yeah, that's an interesting verse. Yeah, the point of that verse is that no matter what we do, all of our, like, pre-Jesus, before we're saved, without the intervention of God, everything we do is valueless because it's tainted, right? It's tainted. It's with evil, with sin, with selfishness, with folly. In fact, even you can make an argument that even after we meet Jesus, even after God has changed our heart, that our sinful nature still gets in the way of sometimes. Yeah, our intentions are good, and God can work with a lot. But your deeds, your goodness, and all that you're trying to do to impress God, it is meaningless to him. And that was the whole point, is like not going to the movies and not going to the dance and not going to, not holding hands with a girl and things like that. Like all that stuff was the selling the pitch was, and God will love you more, God will bless you more, and you'll be, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And it doesn't work like that, right? Because people what they heard was, if I don't hold hands with a girl, if I don't go to a movie, if I just live in my itchy pants all the time, then I get to go to heaven. That's the only way to do that. That's just how you live as a Christian. And that's not true. Yeah, all the preceding verses and all of Isaiah. Exactly, swag. And a few other books. Donnie, Philippians 3:8-9. Indeed, I count everything as loss because of the surpassing worth of knowing Christ Jesus my Lord. For his sake I have suffered loss and count all things as rubbish, as scubula. There's our word from yesterday. That's our Greek word, scubula. That's every New Testament student's favorite Greek word. And you find out there's swear words in the Bible. There's swear words in the Bible. What's your favorite Bible swear word? Scubula. It comes off the tongue real good. In order that I may gain Christ and be found in him, not having a righteousness of my own that comes from the law, but that which comes through faith in Christ, the righteousness of God. Yeah, exactly. And that the whole point of that, verse is to say that there is no level of religion that you need to accomplish in order to be saved. Does religion help? I think Christians who say, I'm not religious. I think you're lying. I don't agree with you. You are religious. You have a religion. You do have a set of ways that you approach God regularly, and a set within your brain of things you can and can't do, and ways that you believe church should go and that life should go and that your choices should go. You do have a religion. You just haven't got it written down. But the religion doesn't save, right? Like you look at Galatians, right? Where the idea was, if you go get circumcised, then you're not just a Christian, you're a super Christian, and God loves you more, and you get to go to double heaven, and you're going to be awesome. And that's how and Paul's argument is like, no, that's not how that works. You doing outward deeds and hurting yourself doesn't impress God, not if your hearts are far from him, right? Well, it shows your hearts are far from him because you don't understand who he is. In the same way that, like, the Lord's Prayer, it's, do forgive them as I forgive me as I forgive them, right? And the next two verses are, and if you don't forgive, then you are not be forgiven. Why does it say that? Well, it says that because you don't understand forgiveness if you don't forgive others. That's the idea. You don't process what God has done for you and why you're forgiven and where that forgiveness comes from. Because if you did, you would be forgiving others. You demonstrate your lack of understanding of forgiveness and the fact that you're a hypocrite within the very prayer you just prayed because you don't forgive others. That's the idea, right? It's not about I have to do this action. It is about what is your understanding of the heart of God and what he's done for you, and that spills out of your life in forgiveness, in generosity, in grace, right? Scooby-Doobula. Scooby-Doobula. I've also did a response I did to the claim Paul preached a separate gospel than Christ did. That's weird and silly. It's so fun. You get this all the time. where people are like, I like Jesus, but I don't like Paul. Paul was a misogynist, and Jesus wasn't. So therefore, we should listen to listen to Paul, or we should listen to Jesus, not Paul. And I'm like, what? Like, what? We have the book of Luke because Luke was following Paul. Like, what's wrong with you? You big stupid dum-dum. Scooby Dooby Scoobula. Where's your uvula? Not much rhymes with Scoobula, but uvula does. Yeah, all right. Good morning, Girk. Good to see you, man. Where did you get all your information about Jesus? Oh, from Paul's associate, affirmed by Paul. Thumbs up by Paul. Oh, okay, but I don't like Paul. Whoa, you're not gonna like the book of Luke. Not a big fan of Peter either. He's a jerk. Well, you're not gonna like the book of Mark. Like, you're dumb. Stop being dumb. Paul was the father of Gnosticism? What? He literally argued against it. I don't know what part of the internet you're on, but it's the part that makes me mad. It makes me not want to talk to anybody anymore. Golly. Right? If you don't know what Gnosticism is, it is the belief that there's special knowledge that you can have that makes you more holy, more connected to God, that all of material things are evil and all the spiritual things are good, and that you are a person who has special knowledge and therefore special, privilege with God and kind of things like that. They got goofy things like Jesus didn't actually die on the cross right before he was ready to die. He like switched out with someone or something. Like, it's all goof. Like, what? What's up, mate? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. What's a good starter book? Like, to just start reading about Christian or about Christ? Mark's a great one to start with. Mark was written for like a Roman audience. It's all about action. It doesn't have a bunch of like big long lists and things like that. It just starts, then Jesus did this, and then Jesus did that, and then Jesus did that, because the whole point of it was to share with a Gentile audience and a Roman audience why we believe Jesus did what he did and why we believe Jesus is. And for them, it was a matter of how did he demonstrate it. For Matthew, the book of Matthew is written for people who were like, prove it to me from the Old Testament. Let's do a Bible study. And so Matthew's like, okay, here's all the verses, man. Here's everything in the Old Testament, how it pointed at him. In fact, I'm going to start with like literally Adam, so like it's I would say Mark. Read Mark. It's a good start. I'm doing okay, man. I'm doing okay. Started off a little wibbly wobbly goofy, but have smoothed out a little bit. It's nice to be able to sit and talk. I was worried I was going to have to play a video game all day, but we've been able to talk for 2 hours. How are you doing, man? What brings you by? How'd you find us? Where'd you come from? What's your deal? The whole Jesus survived thing is really dumb, considering people claim they saw a perfectly healthy Jesus just a couple days afterwards. I mean, that is the story, though. Well, I mean, not really perfectly healthy, but yeah, it doesn't work out. The best argument for Jesus' resurrection, to me anyway, is that people who would have benefited from lying died for the truth. Died for that truth, right? Like, there's no part of Jesus is Lord, Jesus died and rose again that got them credit. It just got them in trouble. Like, every single apostle died horribly because they believed that Jesus rose from the dead. If they knew it was a lie because they were manipulating people with religion, they would have given up. Paul was boiled alive. Well, I guess not every single apostle, right? 11 of them. John was boiled alive in oil and then survived and then was exiled to Patmos. Like, he didn't get off scot-free. He was pretty miserable. Why? Because he believed that Jesus died on the cross, rose again, and was Lord. If they didn't say, Caesar is Lord, that they would be in trouble. They could get killed. If they didn't say, if they didn't worship the Roman, Greek, whatever god, the pantheons, then they couldn't go to work anymore. They'd get kicked out of the temple. They'd get kicked out of their trade guild. Like it was serious consequence, man. All right, have a good one, man. I'm searching for mental health on Twitch all the time and struggling like crazy, but usually end up deciding against it because I don't think anyone can help me, to be honest. Oh, man. Well, I'm here. That's what, no, dude, that's what I mean. I'm literally here for that. It's why I exist. That's why, if you look at it says A.M.A, ask me anything, mental health. That's why I put it there. I have a mental health tag. And the reason is because I've been through a lot of mental health stuff. I've studied. I was a pastoral counselor for years and years and years. And so I do believe strongly there are people out there that are going through some hard stuff, and I want to be able to help out. Well, then go to sleep, Hannah. Nothing wrong with that. Trying to disassociate Paul from Jesus is the basis of heresies going right back to the 2nd century. Say nothing of Corinthians. Well, that's it exactly, right? Well, I mean, I follow, yeah, exactly. What he said. After the Gospels, what do you recommend people read? Curious, hear from Pastor? Acts. Is that a too obvious of an answer? Acts. Right? So I'm sorry, but that's my answer. Because you got to keep it action-oriented, right? Immediate volunteer. Oh, wow, you don't, no grass growing on you, that's for sure. After the Gospel of Acts, okay, there you go. Far out, man. That's good. Let me know how it goes, Girk. That's exciting. If I had to pick the next one, I like you could do Genesis. I think Genesis would be a good one because the fundamental foundation of everything, and it's a narrative book. I think for anybody who's starting reading the Bible, you got to keep them in narratives. Like don't dump Exodus on them, right? Like, well, I read the first part of Exodus, then stop around 20, and then move on to Judges. Like it's as long as you're keeping it narrative and you're keeping it interesting and you're keeping it as something that has a story, it's easier to keep going. You don't want these new guys slogging through Proverbs or Psalms or any of the prophets and whatnot. So like read Mark, read Matthew, then read Mark, then read Luke, then Matthew, then John. That would be probably a good order. And then Acts, and then start you could either go from there to really you could go to the pastoral epistles after that, because they're really short, they're punchy, and they're easy to understand. They are and then you could go to Genesis, where you're reading about really the foundations of everything and really cool stories and really interesting stuff. Like then you do that. You could jump to Judges. Judges is great because Judges has lots of really, really quick stories, and they all have the same point. Hey, don't be dumb. And that's it. After that, it's maybe time to take a class. go learn something from somebody else. No, dude, do not apologize. I'm happy to read. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. That's the whole point. I'm not here to hear myself talk. As much as I love hearing myself talk. Sometimes I'll watch my own shorts. Is that bad? They're like, that's a good short. What a good video I made. Yeah, to self-taco. That's what I do. All right, mate says, I started to keep it short about 5 months ago. I got kicked out of my school for punching a teacher. Been home since. It doesn't sound like much. I've been to 8 schools, so it gets tiring, and I can really deal with knowing it's my fault. Can't really deal with knowing it's my fault. I'm here at home. I've been drinking recently to get through it also. Okay, so I don't look at my own shorts, and I don't eat my shorts. So mate, so let me ask for a little bit of clarification, because what it sounds like is you've been through a lot of schools, and is that because you've been moving a lot? Also, are we talking about college? Because if you're drinking, then I presume you can afford alcohol and you're old enough to have it, so that means you're like 21, unless you're in Canada, in which case you're 18 or 19, unless you're in France, in which case you're 14. like whatever. Like, so where are you at in that? Like, are we talking about high school? Are we talking about college? And if you've been to 8 of them, is it because you moved around a lot or because you keep getting booted? I'm out of water. I drank it all. And I'm going to go have some Rogue because Rogue is tasty. But I'm not going to have Rogue with caffeine. I'm going to have Rogue Snowball, which I found out the snow. Okay, I figured out, found out yesterday the actual flavor of the snow flavored Rogue, because it was a mystery for a long time. It's strawberry watermelon. And as soon as I saw that, I'm like, yep, that's it. Strawberry watermelon. That's exactly what it tastes like. Good to see you, Yelnick. It's not yellow. No, it is not. It's red, actually. It's very red. But it's like my favorite top tier is blue raspberry, right? That's super good. And I think the next one, like for the hydrate, like is Ruby Rush. Golly, that's tasty. I would have made it yellow. Yeah, right. They're bringing out new flavors. There are new flavors coming. They just canceled one. I think they got rid of sour watermelon. They're going to bring out a new flavor. They're having a BOGO right now. Buy one, get one, 50% off or something like that. Where they're doing for Valentine's Day. They've always got some kind of sale going. And if you use my code, you get 20% off. I'm not even sure that's better than the 50% off. Because 50% of 2, is that? I don't know what percentage that is. But regardless, I think it might be better than my code. And if you do use it, you don't have to use my code. You just have to use my link to give me credit. That's all that matters. Because then they go thumbs up and I get prizes. I'm this close, man. I'm this close to winning a prize. I'm killing time until mate answers. That's what I'm trying to do. By the way, this is something you'll find interesting, Yelnick. I got this chocolate bar. Pigs and taters. It is bacon and potato chip flavored. I actually had a bunch of different chocolate bars sent to me by Samus. Peanut butter jelly, Coke, and Pop Rocks, habanero raspberry, blue sour raspberry, like, you know, the sour gel that you get. It's got like the nuclear bomb on it. That, but in chocolate. Yeah, and then they she gave me these chips. They were numb and hot pot flavored, NUMB, and hot pot flavored, and those they smelled like dirty work boots, man. I'm not kidding. I mean, like trudging through the mill after a summer, not allowed to be in the house, work boots. That's what they smelled like. And I, unprompted, I said to my daughter, "What does this smell like?" Oh no, my son. And he goes, "That smells like work boots." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, it does." But they were tasty. They were actually really tasty. So I might go buy those again. I know how to get to TNT. I know how to get those. Those were actually pretty, and spicy. Spicy's flip. Yelnick's into spice. Yelnick knows what spice is all about. I think you'd enjoy those chips. They were really good. Did he leave? Did mate go somewhere? That's okay if he did. It's fine. But does anybody have any A.M.A they want to do now, or shall we move on to the video game? Because I have a big chunk of this chocolate left, because it was the least of favorite of mine. It tastes like a handful of artificial bacon bits. That's it. I taste no chocolate. It tastes like a handful of bacon bits. Chocolate and chip, though. Yeah, no, chocolate and potato chips. Like if you take a Lay's potato chip and dip it in chocolate, it is. Oh, it's probably because it was super long, mate. Just cut it in half and then send it twice. Yeah, chocolate and chips are great, but this only tastes like bacon bits. I had bacon for breakfast. My daughters, woke up, went upstairs. My daughter looks at me and goes, "Guess what? I made pancakes." I look over at the stove. There's 2 pancakes sitting there waiting for me. I open the fridge. there are 2 packages of bacon sitting in there. And all of a sudden my day got a million times better. First ones were because I struggled listening to the teachers I'm diagnosed with autism now, but I wasn't then. And in my first school, if I wasn't behaving, teachers would lock me in this small library, where there was always this one teacher in there with me. Okay. Daughters gave me some for Christmas. They're so good, yeah. But she just kind of sit there and refused to talk to me. I'd be in there a lot, really, as I got older. Turned into me not behaving. I'd be grabbed and restrained or whatever. But since it would always use brute force in school with me not sitting down, I was just learning it kind of made me violent because obviously I don't want anyone to touch me. Yeah, no, I get that. Okay, so you were in various elementary schools and then into high school, and you've been booted around because you're autistic and you get outbursts of things that people don't like you doing. And so the way that people would respond wasn't with they weren't professional responses. They were just like, man, we got to get this kid out of here and lock him somewhere or kick him out of the school. Eventually, after a bunch of kickouts of the school, you get to this last one where you think you're doing all right, and then somebody something, and you end up punching a teacher, and now you're sitting at home. You're feeling guilty. You're feeling kind of miserable. You're feeling like it's both unfair, but also your fault. And now because of the pain and because of all the misery and because you don't want to feel this way anymore, you've started drinking. Do I have that picture correct? That was ill-advised. Having a bacon potato chip flavored chocolate with no water was ill-advised. Okay. Yeah. So what does it come down to? Well, it comes down, I think it comes down to this, dude, is A, you have to own the fact that you did that. Okay. It's like you chose, like, whether it was an outburst or because of your autism or because of situation or because of home life or because of whatever, you did it. So just get to the point where you just I did something wrong. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have been outbursting. I shouldn't have been punching. I shouldn't have been whatevering. I earned the right for people to distrust me and to be afraid of me because of what I acted. The second thing, after you do that, is to understand why. And to kind of go, the reason I did that is because there's something inside of me that makes it more difficult for me to process things. Makes it easier for me to have outbursts. And that I'm not like other people, right? Like, whereas they were able to hold it together, they were able to move it and do it some other time. Something inside of me that causes it to happen. And I don't like that about myself, but it's a factor, right? It's a factor that it's harder for you than it is for others. I think that's important too. One, yeah, it's your fault. Yeah, you chose to do it. But B, it really is harder for you than it is for other people to hold it together. And I think the third part of that is to say, knowing that about myself and knowing that it was my fault, feeling bad, how do I get rid of these bad feelings? Because I don't want to drink myself into oblivion. I don't want to, end up being this gross, violent, alcoholic mess. That's not who I want to be. I have dreams. I have things I want to get done. I have interests, and I'm getting in my own way. So how can I feel better? And then the fourth part of that is, how can I move forward differently so I don't repeat these problems again? So I'd say for that third one, there's a few things you need to do. Number one, I think what you need to do is you need to ask forgiveness of the people that you've hurt. Okay? Whether it be in a note, or whether it be in an email, or whether it be you write something down and send it to them, or you flat out just say it to them. You send a note off to each of those schools and to each of the people that you've hurt and say, I shouldn't have done that. I apologize. I was wrong. Right? And you send that off, and you send that to them asking for forgiveness. I was trying to annoy the teacher I hated because he's always rude, but he snapped at me and shouted at me. And I had my back to him. But because of now I've been treated in the past, I always felt kind of vulnerable when teachers get annoyed. So I got scared and panicked, and that's why I hit him. Right. Yeah, I get it. It was, like I said, and that factors into exactly what I said. Because of my past and because of my personality, because of the things that I'm struggling with, I was in a situation where it was harder for me not to do that. Other people wouldn't have done that. I did. It's harder for me. That's valid. So I would say, like, let's just admit that. Yes, that was bad. You shouldn't have punched your teacher. 2, it is harder for you when it comes to this stuff. 3, how do you get right with people so you don't feel so guilty and miserable all the time? 1 is to ask forgiveness. Like, literally go and talk to your teacher, send him a note, send him a message, call him up. I don't know what you got to do, but whatever, just kind of go, I shouldn't have done that. I apologize, and tell them that, right? I've got something going on inside of me, and I was scared, and I was nervous, and I was annoyed, and I know I was acting out. I shouldn't have been trying to make you mad. And then it worked. I made you mad. And then I got scared of the person I made mad. I was my own worst enemy that day. I shouldn't have done that. Please forgive me. I'm going to try to do better. And do that for everybody. Like, do that for all the people that you've hurt. Ask for their forgiveness. It could be that they never respond. It could be that they get back to you and go, we understand, maybe you can't come back to our school, but you are, you're forgiven. And you can understand that you tried to make it right with people. That's part of it, right? That's part of it. Like just go ask forgiveness. And then I think the next part of that is for you to find a way that you can become the person you want to be with the limitations that you have. Because whatever schools they're putting you in and whatever programs they're putting you in and whatever teachers are giving you, they're ill-equipped for what you have going on. Okay? Like, so this could mean you need to get counseling. It could mean that you need a special school. It could mean you need to be homeschooled. It could mean that you need to be part of a class structure that is just, it's very different. And you got to go to some other kind of place like that repeating the same error over and over and over. I'm going to go to this school. I'm sure it'll be different. Nope. I'll go to this school. I'm sure it'll be different. Nope. Maybe there's a different way that you can do this so that you can become who you want to be. Homeschooling is not a bad thing if you really struggle with being at school. So stay home, ask for tutoring or ask for like some kind of program or something. In where I live, Ontario, they'll just give you a program, like literally just kind of here. Do this, and then when you get to the end of it, you're graduated. And then that way you can maximize what you're good at, become who you want to be within an environment that works for you. Will it work forever? No, at some point you got to leave the house. But at least during the part that you're having the hardest time, you can move forward. Does that make sense? Is that something that you think would help out? Those 4 things? It's not, what you're going through a lot, and I appreciate you reaching out. It's hard to reach out, and it's hard to admit that you did it, and that what you did was wrong. That takes courage, even if to do it on Twitch, right? I'm not sure. Well, it takes work and it takes humility to do that, right? For one, recognizing, like you did the wrong thing. You have to have the humility to say, it is not all the teacher's fault. It is not my parents' fault. It's not only the environment's fault. It's not, I did it. And you have to have the humility to admit you did, right? And then you have to have the humility to be able to say, I'm not like everybody else. I do have something inside of me that makes things harder. There's nothing I can do. I'm not going to be able to change the world. Right? Because if your instinct is, I need the entire world to change to make me feel better, it'll never happen. The thing that you have control over is you. You can change you. You can work with you. You can't make everybody in every school and every teacher and everybody else obey you and do whatever is best for you. It's just not going to happen. So the only thing you work with is you. It takes humility to say, I need to change me. Right? Good to see you. The third, writing those notes, that requires humility too. Right? That requires humility too. It's not easy. Good to see you, Prince. I appreciate you being here. And then, then of course I'm going to try to figure out how to do it differently, find a way forward in a way that I don't repeat the process. That's work. All that is hard. But the question comes down to mate, right? Maybe not today, you're not doing great today, and you're, obviously you're already however many glasses in, so you're not gonna be able to do much. But are you willing to say, I can formulate this plan, I can start putting it together because I do want to move forward? Because there are a lot of people out there who say they want to move forward, that they want to be different, that they want help with their mental health. And the truth is, what they want is pity, and the only way they know how to feel is miserable. And anytime they feel better, they shoot themselves in the foot so they'll feel miserable, because that's where they feel comfortable. And that's absolutely true. You'd think that the human would be like, oh, wow, I feel better. That's good. Some people, because they're so used to feeling miserable, will actually sabotage their own life so they can go back to feeling miserable. The term that is used, homeostasis. They go back to what they're used to instead of what's better for them. And sometimes it's hard to do. It's the reason why, say, an abused woman who's suffering from spousal abuse or abused by men will date another abuser, right? It's like there's something in their brain that kind of goes, this is normal, right? This is how it is. And if when they're in a healthy relationship or a good relationship, it feels weird. It takes a while for them to, figure out that that's not cool for them to be in that bad environment. They deserve to be treated better, and they should be treated better. And it's actually harder to be in the healthier one for a little while. As someone who was on a rough direction and worked on straighten up, I like your advice. It's not easy to do. It's not easy, and I think that the other thing I'd say is you can't do it alone. You need help, right? You need other people to do that. You need good counsel. You need friends to help you out. You need people like parents or whoever your guardian is to be on board. Like the more people you can get involved in helping you out, the better. Change for the better is rarely easy. Yeah, it's true. Nate says, I've probably done that before, but more because I feel like I deserve it than actually feeling comfy being unhappy. Well, again, it's the same thing. You deserve it means this is the way I should feel. I should feel miserable. That's what I want to. That's how I should feel, right? That's normal for me. Normal should be miserable. That's what I deserve. Whereas when your brain is more healthy and you're thinking more straight, it's I deserve, I should be happy. I should be trying to pursue happiness, contentment, joy, fun, relationships, all the good stuff. And since I'm down here, I should try to get there. The problem is in a sort of a messed up, broken brain situation where you got personality issues and whatnot. It's whenever I feel healthy, I feel like I need to wreck it to go down here. The counseling and all the rest of that stuff, the hard part is switching that thought from when I'm miserable, I should try to pursue to be healthy, whatever that takes, instead of whenever I feel healthy and good, I need to shoot myself in the foot and make myself feel miserable. But you're not alone in that. A lot of people do, right? Like people with eating disorders is a good example. Like they don't know how to eat. You'd think that it would be easy, that you put the food in your mouth and then you're like, that was good. I'm done. I'm full. Move on. But for them, the way that they process food is unless they stuff themselves till feeling sick, they don't feel like they've eaten yet. Or if they put food in their mouth and at all, they feel like they're doing something wrong. Like for them, the way they process the thought of food and the feeling that what food does to them isn't normal. It isn't healthy. Doesn't mean that for them it's like, oh, I guess I should just live that way, always feeling sick forever and starving myself to death. No, you have to go, my version of normal, what I see as normal isn't. I need to realign my reality to come more in line with what is healthier, right? And that takes work and counseling and friends and help and humility. A lot of humility, big doses of humility. Yeah, being honest and asking for forgiveness doesn't excuse any of their part. Right. It's like I said, you can only deal with you, whatever you have going on. That's it. That's all you're capable of. is what can you contribute? What can you reduce? What can you fix? What can you repair? What can you do? That's it. And what you can do is you can make yourself feel better by asking forgiveness, right? What you can do is to try to bless them. You know, what you can do is you can work on your own stuff. You have no power over them. Sinner says, essentially my parents told my siblings, who I raised, to stop talking to me, and that was the wake-up call, and apologize to my past actions. I spent a lot of time being uncomfortable and vulnerable. Not easy, but it's better than continuing down that dark road. It doesn't get easier. It doesn't get easier and only becomes harder. I'd love to hear what you mean by that last sentence. It doesn't get easier to only becomes harder, because it sounds like you not being who you don't want to be is hard, and it's harder to not be that person because you always feel this pull towards evil. Like the dark side is always there, kind of pulling you. And as a Christian, I don't believe that's true. I believe very strongly that you can become a different person. The way the Bible talks about how when we meet God, we die to ourself. Like our old self is dead. We are now a new person. That guy is dead. I'm now a different person. I've been raised to a different person. Or another illustration it gives is that you are clean. You know, you get washed. You go from dirty to clean. You're now clean. You're different. You look different. Or another illustration it gives is now you have a new set of clothes, right? Like your old person is gone. All those old clothes are taken off. You have new clothes. You get new clothes on. You're different. You're not the same as you were before. Another illustration it says is you have a new name, right? You're not that person anymore. God's like, you're now this, ka-chunk, and they just give you a new name. Or he just gives you a new name. And so therefore, fundamentally, it's my belief that you can change, and you can change permanently. And that when you work with God and that kind of stuff, he can change you. I was trying to explain the taco members as tools. Said XN was the monkey wrench. I think that's appropriate. Better at adjusting to the situation. I will continue to say I'm a hammer. Pretty blunt tendency to hit a bit harder. It's you know what? I've used the term crescent wrench. Yeah, I am a crescent wrench, and I agree with that. A lot of like the pros will look at a crescent wrench and be like, ew, crescent wrench, gross. I'm gonna go to my wall of tools and get the exact right one. Most other people will look at a crescent wrench and be like, yay, I don't have to buy a bunch of tools. I have a crescent wrench, and that's good. I fit a lot of different parts, and that's a good thing. You need a hammer. You also need someone who's a mattress and a cushion. You need people who are fresh water. You need people who are going to be the one that holds you together with glue. You got other people, like we need each other. That's the whole body of Christ mentality. I think the danger of calling yourself a hammer is giving yourself the excuse to hurt people, because recognizing that you're not a sledgehammer, right? You're meant to build up. You're meant to serve others. You are functionless if you don't have a nail, which is a purpose and a reason and where you're supposed to put it and do it right. You could do a lot of damage if you don't. And you don't have permission to hammer people because you're a hammer. You have permission to use the strength that you have, the personality that you have, all the stuff you've got going on, and all of that confidence to put the nail in the right place in such a way that they get it like nobody else can get it. And that's a good thing. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, Donnie. You're a mechanic. You get it. You don't like crescent wrenches. I get it. I get it. My dad was a pipe fitter for how many millions of years. I get it. To correct your path will become harder the longer you wait to correct, as those bad habits take a stronger hold. See, I think that's the issue of not being a Christian, sinner. And maybe that sounds really aggressive, and I don't mean it to. But really, within the Christian faith and the way that I believe that God works is, those things get easier and easier. They don't have as strong of a hold, right? Before I knew Jesus, I was this person. Now I'm a different person, and that person struggles with this stuff but hates it. Like you basically go from making excuses for your sin, making excuses for all the misery that you are and all the reasons you do why you do, to hating those things. I hate that sin. I hate that it separated me from God. I hate that it hurt other people. I hate that it keeps me miserable. I hate that sin. And because that new person despises instead of making excuses for the sin, they have a desire to change. They don't want to feel that way anymore. They don't want to feel guilty or shameful or yucky or hurt people anymore. And so they change. And it does get easier and easier for those who have changed. In that case, I'm a Leatherman tool. Don't do any one thing well, but handy in case of emergency. Let's go. Yeah. Like that, what's that bike one? You know that bike one you carry around on your bike? It's like got a little hook and it's got this and a little screwdriver and all that stuff so you can fix your bike. Like you can fix every part of your bike with that one tool. Nothing wrong with that. We need those too. Swiss Army knife. Yeah, that's another example. But no, it's like a bike tool. What's it called? What's it called? Not a hex set. That's not what I mean. You know, the thing. I don't want a hex set. It's not about Allen wrenches. Single metal wrench. Is that a thing? There it is. What is it called? Multi-purpose bike wrench? Kinda. Yeah, my multi-purpose bike wrench is about the closest I can get. But apparently all the new bikes just require like one Allen key. Well, good for them. Back in the day, we did not. We needed more. Interesting angle. Sorry for the clash, but I'm always open to new thoughts and ideology. I have to ponder that one for a bit. Yeah, that's what I'm here for, man. I don't believe I'm going to convert you in a day, or that I'm going to say some magic thing. I think God is between you and God. But if you want to start somewhere, just say, hey, God, I don't want to be who I am. I want to be different. And how do I get there? Help me find the way there. And just be open to whatever he's pointing you towards. I believe he's real, and I believe he'll help. I think the high quality competitive bikes require, literally, apparently, when I said multi-tool, it's like, here's a little pack of Allen keys, done. Okay, neat. I need some water. There's no choice. I have nothing left. I only have water. Or I don't have any water. I only have cup. And I'm not drinking my coffee because I'm going to end up feeling icky. So I'm going to go grab some water. It is now 2:22. I usually take a break around this time. I'm going to go make myself a bologna. No, I can't. There's no bologna. Womp womp. I'm going to go get myself some water and then come back. Feel free to come up with some questions in the meantime. !web to sign up for my newsletter. !donate if you love what we're doing on the channel and you think it's good and important. !donate will get you to a place where you can actually get a tax receipt for helping out the channel, helping me out. I'm tax receivable. So let's and then that's about. And then do a thing too, and pick your favorite person in chat and say do a thing too, and then put their name in there. Yeah, I'm glad you think so, Sinner. I'm glad you think so. All right, be back soon. Hello. Is it doing another dance off? It was, right? It was doing another dance off? Man, it gets stuck on this dance off idea. But technically, every time it reboots, it's asking again. Oh, you just got to the dance number? I think if I go back, hold on, let's see. I think it'll be reboot. Let me see. Let me see what happens if I go to the startup screen again. Yeah, it restarts the adventure. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to figure that out, because that is rude. You get invested in the hoedown, and all of a sudden it's gone. Yeah, I am. I got a degree and everything. Everybody cut loose, foot loose. It's always a dance off. Although you guys picked option 3. Like, there are 3 options. You don't have to pick the dance off. Check the progress. I could probably put something in there that says what number of like story it's at, because it's designed, the program is supposed to go intro, 2 choice, 2 other stories, and then a closer for number 4. That's how I programmed it to go. I don't know if you've noticed that, but the 4th one is usually this. It's kind of a closer to a chapter, and then it says, why was that in a weird spot? Yeah, we'll do. Actually, I am drinking Rogue right now. I'm drinking Radiant Rush. I said Ruby Rush before. This is Radiant Rush, and it's really good. It's orange cranberry. Exclamation point Rogue if you wanna try it yourself. My code will give you 20% off, and it's very tasty. If it's anything, it's tasty. Okay, let's fire up the video game. All the good songs have whoa. Okay. Back to the game. Oh, that one's called Unity by the Fat Rat. Fat Rat actually puts out some good music. Like, all the best ones that people like when it comes to that kind of music that's all Fat Rat. And oh yeah, that's right. We're in the place that for some reason they keep making our friend Barrett upset. They poured juice on his head. Yeah, I'm playing Rebirth. Yeah, I didn't play enough of the first one. Like, I played through the story, but I didn't play enough of it. I have a word. What did I come up with last night? I had an epiphany last night. Crunch or. All right, have a good one. Yeah, no worries, man. See you later. Crunch or savor.
If it sounds
Except it was an S.
It is.
A smasher saver. Anyway, I'm trying to remember the words I had, but basically it was like when I played video games. This is my epiphany. I used them like the way I do a sucker. You know what? Shut up. Like the way I would eat a sucker, and I'm a cruncher. Like lick, 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 crunch, take out stick, throw it in the garbage. That's how I eat a sucker. That's how I eat a popsicle. With my teeth. And so therefore, I was consuming games like that. However, the way that you're supposed to suck on a sucker is you put it in your mouth and you enjoy it for a while. You know what I mean? And I'm sucking on this game. That came out wrong. I don't know, man. I'm just saying stuff. Pay no attention. Can you get out of the way, Red? Literally can't.
Gotta say, not a bad selection.
Oh, I don't know why I'm using the mouse. That was no wonder it felt all wobbly. All right.
A customer.
You are a bad salesman. Yeah, I'm the owl from Tootsie Pop. Exactly. Exactly. Healing, cleansing, fire, ice, lightning, wind, poison, barrier, empowerment, fortification, chakra, SS. Yeah, they're all the same. I don't need you. I don't need you at all. So the first stream of yours I saw was chapter you saving Yuffie. Oh, yeah. What chapter am I on? Does it even say? Oh no, hold on. It'll be this button. Chapter 7. So yeah, I'm in chapter 7. So you came in. When did we save Yuffie? Right around, I think 5. Even in the wastelands of an alternate universe, the stores are all changed. Right. No kidding. Like, give me something new, man. All right. Here's the adorable Yuffie. Gonna be our longtime bosom buddy.
Don't tell me. Get rich quick scheme blow up in your face again? Try to sell out another town, huh?
Don't let him talk to you like that.
You have a big. He has a gun for a hand, and you're up his nose. I don't think that's a good idea.
Wonder why.
Can you? You guys are mean. We're gonna find out what the heck Barrett did. Something bad.
I'll take anything you don't want.
I want that gun. I feel like that
ain't just window shopping.
assault rifle is the thing that I need, and maybe that scythe, the giant sword. I think this guy sells some good stuff. Give me a gun. Wait, how many guns do you have? Oh, that's okay. That's magic. The current blade that I have is like, yeah, that would ruin my power, and I guess whatever it did magically would work better. I guess that's how that works. Okay, the abyssal bangle, old beast bracelet. I haven't seen that. Oh, I think I have seen that one. Wow, that might actually help. Should I get that? Shield goes up and magic goes up, but like, I just don't get them because I just don't care. Fine, gimme. I have lots of money. I'm gonna buy it anyway. I'm gonna buy this thing right here. No, I'm not. I've decided against it. I'm just window shopping, and I did buy something, so neener.
Too expensive.
Calm down, Barrett. It's all right. No reason to hurt everybody. Let's go up.
So much for that reactor and a steady paycheck.
Oh, they really don't like him a lot.
Hurry it up, would ya?
They don't like me either. What did I do? Nothing.
Thanks.
Nah.
It's all gibberish to me.
All right, let's go up. We're going to the south entrance.
Gonna cut it.
They are just downright livid. What's up there? Where's my destination? I don't even have a destination. I'm just going places. Yeah, literally. I think I just wander around the town and feel bad. Guilt by association. Can I just say he's not my friend? Would that work? I don't know. I never met this guy before. Sell me things with a better attitude. Oh man, your fruit cart.
Wheels busted. How are we supposed to move all these rations now?
If old man Sakaki was here, he'd have her up and rolling in a flash.
That's right, laddie. Hey.
Hey, guys. You mind if I pop in for a minute? There's someone I want to see.
Go nuts for donuts, kiddo. Watch you take off like a shot.
When I got hurt back in Nibelheim, they brought me to this clinic. The doctor here, Sharon, he's the one who saved my life.
Oh.
He writes ballads too.
Sharon's the one who fixed you up.
Come on.
Okay. Guess we're going in here. Nobody ever goes anywhere slow in this game. You go at full speed or nothing. Look at that. They animated it on the right-hand side. And that wouldn't have been seen by anybody else.
Deceived. You know the truth. Trust in me.
Step her up!
Okay, that's bad.
The hell's gotten into you, man?
What's going on?
We're sword sorting. In the lobby.
Wallace.
Well, as I live and breathe. That's what you're supposed to say after that.
Certainly has. That's one frightening looking appendage you got there. But hey, at least you still seem to have your health.
Yeah, and you too.
Oh, I'm feeling the miles, but the work keeps me trucking. I tell you what, though.
Do you remember me?
Well, of course I do, Tifa. It hasn't been that long. You heal up all right?
I did, yeah. I just wanted to drop by and say thank you. If it wasn't for you, I doubt I'd be standing here today.
Don't thank me. Thank Lady Luck. And Shinra for that helicopter.
I'm sorry, Shinra?
I know you might find it hard to believe, but not all the apples in that bunch are rotten. But seriously, you're living proof of the good in people. Don't ever forget that. It'd be a pity to let their kindness go to waste.
I'm not reading that.
Yeah.
But if anybody wants to imbibe, feel free.
Besides, you need to set a good example for your friends here. Oh, right. Well, I gotcha. Mind helping me out? Need to draw that gentleman's blood. You think you could hold him still for me?
He's pretty still already.
At first, I thought it was just Mako poisoning. That is, until I ran some tests. The results were strange.
Strange how?
Dude, look at him.
A substance turned up. One I've never seen before. Not sure what to make of it yet, but it did remind me of one I have seen. Your eyes. Soldier, right?
Soldier.
It's not a job, son. Once a soldier, always a soldier. Huh. Spare a drop?
No.
I ask because I suspect there's soldiers suffering from cellular degradation. Just a theory for now. And when I can't
Was he going to use
prove,
that same
not without
needle?
A lot more testing.
Like, it felt like he was going to go,
See
just
many of
one
these
more.
guys come through?
Yeah, and then some. I do what I can for the injured ones, but leave the rest to stumble onto the saucer.
Why would they go there?
Shit. Don't ask me.
Am I going to
think it's
space?
odd too.
Am I going to space? Oh, calm down, boys.
Ain't that something? The girl I saved coming back here with Barrett of all people. I'm sure there's some kind of cosmic significance to that, but hell if I know what it is.
That's what you get when you mix an elephant and a rhinoceros.
If there's one thing you can count on, it's Dr. Sheeran.
Dr. Sheeran's been distributing meals to the people in town. Says it's because he
Wow,
wants to keep
they
them
sure like
healthy
Dr.
and
Sheeran. Although
It's between us, though.
he only hires yes men, is what I heard.
Doc mentioned the gold saucer, right? As in the amusement park, where every day is a holiday? We're going, right? I mean, we have to.
Yuffie, this isn't a vacation.
Yeah.
Well,
We're
not with
not
that
one of
attitude,
those
it's not.
Oh man, this is gonna be so much fun!
Town's got a ropeway that'll take us straight there. It's not far. If we're doing
He's a
this,
government
let's
lobbyist.
just do it.
He's also a drug dealer. Does that lady have a gun? What's your deal?
In 4 years, and not a day goes by I don't think of my husband. His old gun's the only thing I've got left to remember him by.
That's a substantial gun you have there. That doesn't that, yep. Standing on the edge, looking over at the people down there, holding a rifle.
He's still here.
That's
with
not
me.
suspicious at all. I'm sure we're fine. No reason to bring that up. I'm gonna go look around a little bit. Although I did see materia down there I gotta go get. Do me a favor and eat my shorts.
I'm sorry. I promise I'll do it right next time. Just don't hit me.
Hey, deep breaths. The boss ain't here. No one's gonna hurt you. Promise.
I might. How do I get down there? Oh, like that. Okay. Where's my ball? And how come Yuvi's not running at it? She didn't notice it? What do we get? Revival material. I'm sure that's an important thing that I will not be paying attention to. Moving on. All right, up we go, guys. Is there? Okay, I don't know how to get out of here, but I know how to kick a can. How do I get out of here? Oh, the hard way.
Been out of work for ages. Wonder why.
Yeah, I don't care.
I was there.
Ropeway boarding. All right, far out. I need to steal everything. I'm sorry, it's just what I do. I rearrange furniture and steal everything. Is that a rotary phone? Oh, can't leave this standing. There we go. I'm running 100% for knocking over those boundaries. Welcome to the gold saucer. What's the gold saucer? I'm gonna go look over the edge here and.
Ready? And let's get a move on.
I'm not ready, actually. There's still. You will not be able to return north. Then no. There was another place I want to go. There was another place on the other side. And if we don't investigate everywhere, how are we supposed to call ourselves a loot goblin? Aha! See? See? We're just standing around mumbling. It's like a whole shantytown of fentanyl users. Rough but true. All right, we're going up there.
Yeah, I hear you. Make any kind of tool you want.
There's a hole. Can I get in that hole?
Every so often, you know, sends us
Ain't that the truth?
Okay. Nope. I just want to go sit in the hole. Come on.
Children of the planet.
Aha!
Hearken to our mother. Open your hearts.
There's always someone.
Mournful cries, for she suffers as you do. She too weeps for what she has lost. She knows your pain, your sadness.
Yeah, I couldn't be a street preacher.
She knows.
I couldn't do it. A purely decorative hole. If there's some in there I want. Yeah. Yes, please. But not right now.
Right? They're so desperate for food.
Oh!
Heard through the grapevine the mine was shutting down, so I spent every last skill I had to get here quick.
To get to the shutdown mine? I'm confused.
So join in her lament.
Okay. Look at him go. Hey! Oh! Other way, buddy. There you go. I think that might be a loop. Oh, it's not. Woohoo! I was betting on the other guy. Are you sure? All right, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm gonna go calm him down with some music. Get out of my way. Yes, we got to play the piano. It's going to impress everybody. Oh, yeah, I've seen this on movies, man. You go, you play the piano, everybody quiets down. They look at you, and then they all become friends. They might even start singing along. All right. Select piece. Barrett's theme. Oh, Barrett's theme. Let's see if I can do it. So far, so good. Whoop. I'm bad at this. I'm gonna get punched. They're gonna punch me. It's making things worse. Yeah, just they're gonna shoot me in the back. And I deserve it too. Two thumbs is hard. Bonk. How'd I do? Thank you. Thank you. That was terrible, and I'm never doing it again. Quit. 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 That was bad. Look, he's so polite. I'd have probably went, you know what? I give up. Hi, how you doing there?
May I be of service to you?
I don't know. What do you do? Tell Dorian how you performed. You earn a reward. I did not get an A. How did I do? Give me a reward anyway.
That I've nothing to award you at this time.
Nevertheless, you probably won't get anything ever.
What are you looking at? If you got something to say, then spit it out. Just know that I'm such a badass that even Beck and his bitches couldn't handle me. Kick me out of their stupid little gang. That's right. You're
Stop hitting me.
Face to face with the legendary Biff. You shaking in your boots yet?
All right.
Tough guy, huh? Respect. But it seems to me like we got no choice but to settle this with a game of Queen's Blood. And if I whoop your ass, you gotta give me 7 whole gil.
That voice actor is voice acting as hard as he can, that poor man. All right, let's see if we got anything good in a deck that we can replace, because my deck is pretty awesome. Hold on, what do we got here? Nah. What's that? Ooh, what's that do? When destroyed, raise the power of allied cards unaffected tile by 3. When destroyed. Okay, I don't want to get destroyed. When destroyed, lower the power of an allied remaining card. Okay. When destroyed, add heater minion to your hand. When you win the lane, receive a score bonus of 3. Oh, he might be handy. But who do I replace? Probably the Ignal Skisk. Yeah, we're going to remove the Ignal Skisk. Okay. What are the new ones I got? Raise the power of allied cards and affected tiles by 4. Yo. Okay. Let's grab him and we'll get rid of one of these. What else we got? That was pretty stellar. When played, lower the power of an allied or enemy card by 2. Nope. Tonberry King. When allied cards are destroyed. That's more destroyed stuff. What are you? Terror of the Deep. Lower the power of an allied and enemy cards on affected tiles. Just all the way around, man. That is rough. I don't want to do that. What do you do? Ifrit. Raise power by 2 for each other enhanced allied card. Okay. When allied cards are played from your hand, raise this card power by 1. And Moogle. Play to add both Moogle Mage and Moogle Bard to your hand. Oh, I would get 2 other cards. Okay. I could probably take them and replace This guy. All right, let's see what happens. Yeah, let's see if I can do it. Been a while since I played. But it's like riding a bike, they say. All right, what do I like him. I like him. Yeah, I like that one. That one's good too. Yeah, you know what? I guess we could do this one. No, I actually need him. I think we're good. That's actually a good deal. Well, theoretically, these guys are going to get harder to deal with. Huh. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Actually, I'm going to do this. And then I can do this. Wicked. I gotta play behind me. I gotta play in front of me. Yeah, right here. And I know what to do next. Oh, I'm good at video games. I take this guy, and you, oh, not that guy. That guy. And you play him here. Ha 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 ha! I need to get in front of me. I guess this is the way to go. Yeah, right there. Oh, that hurt. Okay. I might be in trouble here. I can't play. Let's see what happens. Because I've got 16, he's got 8. Okay. Still 9. I should be good. I think I won. Go ahead. Do your worst. No! I needed that card really, really bad. Oh, what? Oh, no! Yeah, low stress gate. Well, this one's apparently stressing me out. All right, I still won though. Golly, rude. Take out one of my. I don't even have a card that takes other people out. So I know I'm still winning. I probably should put one in the deck that like wipes out his card. But I had a couple there that were like pretty catastrophic. When destroyed, lower the power of allied and enemy cards on affected tiles by 4. Yeah, see, he would be handy. If you get him at the front, and he's worth 2, and he only takes 2. Like theoretically, he could be okay, but he could also absolutely decimate your points. It's a double-edged sword.
How could I lose?
I'm pretty great. That's why I'm undefeated.
Truth is, I bailed from the bandit life because I just couldn't hack it.
I don't care.
So I figured I'd turn over a new leaf and become a Queen's Blood player instead.
Still don't care.
Turns out I'm no good at that neither.
Good.
You gotta tell me, what's the trick, man? How do I get your kind of skills? What,
Keep repeating the game until you win.
Advice or something? Only a real cheapskate would charge for that shit. Well, better hang on to that gill of yours, because next time we meet, I'm gonna take 7 off you for sure.
Did like a friend get opportunity to play? There's no reason why he... That was terrible voice acting. This game's got really good voice acting, but not that one. All right, we're out of here. Eh? Oh, hey there, you. What's your deal?
Welcome to North Corral. The coal mining industry here was the largest employer and backbone of the local community, but everything changed with the advent of Mako. As you can see, this village is a casualty of progress.
All right, what do you got for me, man? Gravity materia. Use gravity. What does it do? Does it do anything bad? Allows you to use gravity spells. Yeah, I figured that. HP absorption? Oh. I like that one. Yeah, give me some of that. Cool. ATB boost. Doubles ATB when activated. Cannot be used continuously. Okay. I don't need morph. That's pretty good. Okay. I'm gonna go put that on someone.
I look forward to seeing what new discoveries you make.
Who gets that? Probably Aerith. Right? Who gets to steal health? Who's always dying? Maybe Cloud's always dying. Actually, Yuffie's kind of always dying too. Do I have a better armband for you? I don't. I should have bought one. Oh. Yeah, okay. Cloud has a space. No, he doesn't. But you said he had a space. Item, economizer, luck up, assess, fire, autocast. He autocasts fire. Okay. AP up, that's a good one. Item master. What does item master do? Increases the effectiveness of items used in battle. AP up. Item economizer allows you to use items without having to consume ATB after performing a number of actions. That's helpful. Okay, we're gonna replace this one. No, we're not. That's dumb. What does Yuffie do? Magic efficiency. Poison. Oh, there we go. We'll just give it to her. Cool. HP absorption. Hey, now we're set. Neat. Let's make like a tree and get out of here.
Wouldn't recommend going out there.
Okay. That's an interesting. What? Oh, that's like a whole thing. You know what? Let's go back to the story.
We ain't gonna save you if you get me.
Yeah, I came in town, stupid.
Except Doc Sheeran.
Okay, let's go see what's at the gold saucer. Looks fancy.
Ready? Then let's get a move on.
Yes, I'm ready. Let's go.
This'll take us all the way to the saucer. The saucer.
Hey,
I want wings
can't let
now.
those assholes talk to you like that. We should go back and beat them up or something. Practically the whole damn town came out to crap on him. Someone tell me why I'm the only one who's pissed here.
Because I don't like him. And I don't like him. I'm a princess. And I already know.
I can take it.
Think you could at least tell us what it was all about?
Oh, I thought you already knew, Tifa.
They were talking like you sold them out for money, but I know that isn't true. That's not you. So how'd they get it so wrong?
It's not wrong. That's the whole rub.
What the hell is it?
I will punch you so hard.
About Marlene?
It's always about Marlene. What do you mean I currently don't have an active stream on TikTok? Is TikTok not streaming?
Corral wasn't much. Decent place with decent coal. Decent folks, too. Rough around the edges, but big hearts. Salt of the earth. And I sold them all down the river. Took away their future and their hope.
I am not live. Well, crap.
We were happy. Covered in soot and poor as dirt. But none of that mattered. We had friends and family. And that was enough. Till we learned about the miracle of Mako and all we'd been missing out on. And then we just had to have a taste.
So now only Dine is opposed.
Damn right I am. We can't just abandon the mines. Not after our fathers and grandfathers risked their lives to maintain them.
Do I need a fork?
I hear you, Dine. I do. But nobody sees any future in coal. So I ask
like a
you,
fork.
Why break our backs working harder and harder when we're taking home less year after year?
If I may, sir. Once the reactor is complete, a portion of the revenue will go to the town.
She's
Your
dressed like
community
someone who
will
you
be
shouldn't trust.
preserved, or enriched, I should say.
Covered in jewelry. Like, she's not here to help you.
This is your chance to give your daughter
Thank you, sweetheart.
a better life than what we had.
You think I haven't thought about that? Come on. Are we
Look what
gonna
I
let
got.
some city slickers tell us our coal is worthless?
Somebody brought me bao.
We gonna let them tell us we're worthless?
These are soup buns. I'm looking forward to it.
It would seem we've reached an impasse. In which case, any further discussion would be a waste of breath.
Twould be moot, as they say.
So, Mr. Mayor, shall we put it to a vote?
I don't think she does. She definitely looks like she kicks puppies for fun. No question. I can't take the paper off. Maybe I'm supposed to eat the paper?
All in favor?
Say, wah. I mean, she's clearly evil. Right? Didn't we not?
2 years later, the reactor was finished, and the trial run went off without a hitch.
Everything was great, and it turned out
Everyone
perfect.
was ecstatic.
Then I punched some guy in the
It
face.
was the dawn of a new era. Then one day, the reactor exploded.
That's a problem.
Y'all saw the aftermath.
Conveniently, every elevator was fine, as were many of the nevers and clevers and computers.
Shinra came rolling into town. Burned everything. Innocent people in their homes.
Was that Scarlet? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That bitch.
I don't think Yuffie likes Scarlet.
I don't get it. Why burn the whole town?
To craft a story that it was all the work of a local insurgent group. But ain't no...
Everything was going fine
near the reactor.
until the Fire Nation attacked.
Lied right through their teeth.
Murderers.
That they are. Still, there's a whole lot of blood on my hands, too. I pushed for the reactor. I put us on the path that brought us here.
So did the whole committee.
Barrett.
Look at that. Looks so good.
The saucer's waiting.
Saucer's an inanimate object, and we were talking. I asked for a fork. I don't think this is meant to be eaten with a fork. It's got like goo in the middle. I thought it was going to be soup.
Is this really how it's gonna be? Listen, I don't want your sympathy or your pity. You can keep all of that nonsense.
No, we think you're a monster, and we're going to kick you out of the group.
And I can live with it.
Right. We gotta shake this off. We're about to rock up to the funnest place ever. The Gold Saucer.
There's only a little bit of meat. The rest is just
So turn
dough.
those rounds upside down.
What in the hell? Ain't no one but you thinking about how much fun we're gonna have. Right?
Bow. Or dumpling. Or, I
Wanna have
don't
a
know.
look?
I think it's called a bow.
What's coming up over there?
I appreciate long cutscenes.
Glad to see we're all on the same page.
I think he wanted to impress a little more. And everybody's like, all right, we'll leave you alone. Sure, no problem. How'd you stream for the last hour? It was terrible without you. I'm sorry, you're the glue that holds it all together. Where were you? Ooh, pretty.
Look! Look, look, look!
You'll have to ask Chat. Chat, how was stream for the last hour? Whoa! That's Ifrit. I know her too.
Hello to you too! This is incredible!
Dude, these are so good. That's a lot. That's a lot. Yeah, I don't think I'd like Vegas. Oh no, I saw a red choco. Is that bad? And Yuffie's gone. Where's Yuffie?
Come on, come on!
5 minutes later. I spent all my money. Can I have some of yours? Okie dokie. It's new, it's exciting. We're saving. Just in case. When the bird can summon a meteor. Oh, hey! You know, played some things, saw some stuff, watched someone else eating steamed buns. Don't say it like that. What? I hereby forbid anybody summarizing my streams. It makes them seem terrible and lame. Oh, all right. Well, I know. I owed you a dinner, man. I have stiffed you so substantially. I do feel bad all the time, by the way. If that means anything. It's just, you know how it goes. I know you're super whoa, that was fun. I know you're super forgiving and all that stuff, but I still feel kind of bad. You've done so much for me. I want a clear icicle. I want a clear icicle. We don't have any icicle dispensers up here in Canada. Yeah, I know. Ooh, Mako, get out of the way. Mine. Dibs, called it. Can you stack materia? It just occurred to me. Like, you know how in some games you could like take the same sword and add it to itself over and over and over, and then you get stronger swords? Can you do that with materia? Is there a way to like craft stuff? I don't like where that ladder is. It needs to fall over. Oh, this looks important. Oh, hold on. If I go down there, things are going to start. Oh, this is where I'm going in. This is the hallway. Never mind. Stealing stuff is hard when there's no stuff. Don't think so? Yeah, I didn't think so either. I think that's something that would have come up by now. Ah, these new. I don't like those guys.
Barrett Wallace, Tifa Lockhart, and Cloud Strife.
And Yuffie! Don't forget Yuffie!
Waltzing around with the flower seller and Hojo's lab rat. Who are these people?
At least they're finally on a real wanted list. It's about time.
That's all well and good.
This is very
But
shiny,
why am
yeah.
I in
It's
charge
kinda
of handing
dingy.
out the posters? Don't they know I have a division to run?
I think you're where the president wants you.
Officially the quietest helicopter in existence. At least on the inside. Inconceivable.
Cloud.
Yeah, kind of. I can see that. Okay. Are we... It ruins the immersion a little when you're able to, like, hear the thoughts of other people from far away, but I get it's a story first. Aw. I want to go visit the helicopter. Bunk. Out of my way. And bunk. Hi there. How you doing?
All our scheduled flights are currently full. We apologize for the inconvenience.
I didn't want to fly anyway. This is like Penacony from
This is our desert parking area. Access is
Okay.
reserved for guests with vehicles and their companions.
What if the vehicle is my companion? Ooh, I want that vehicle. He could be my companion. Whoop, I'm in the water now.
Welcome to the Gold Saucer, Kubo. You'll find the main entrance just up ahead. We hope you enjoy your stay with us.
Okay. I'm just gonna look around a little bit. Oh, these poor guys. They can't even have fun here. If you can't have fun here, man, it might be you.
Just gonna scoot by you there. Excuse us. Coming through.
Hot girl privilege. Hot girl privilege. Wow.
Hurry, everyone!
That was
Let's get
unexpected.
this party started!
Someone who's against the letter T.
Hope you're ready to boogie!
Yuffie went full magical girl. Best game ever.
Come on.
I'm just gonna sit back and watch. I don't know what's going on. Please don't make me do any DDR. I'm bad at it.
What the? Get off.
That guy. It's pretty high, yeah. I just need some more resolution out of it, man. It's on PC.
Nice try.
The floor is all yours.
That was very spontaneous. Okay, all right. Is that the guy from Tekken? What is happening? The guy from Tekken just showed up and started breaking it down. And killed Yuffie. Vincent Price been working out.
There he is. Our challenger for the evening.
Great. This better not be a dance thing. I'm really bad at
Welcome
those.
to our gilded paradise, the Gold Saucer.
Let's go.
Theo, art director. And you, sir, are...
Unimpressed, and I have to leave now.
Cloud. Shall we duel?
Let go of the glove, Cloud.
Let go.
Now, when fate sets us a challenge, we must rise to meet it. Are you ready to rumble?
What are we doing? Do we know the rules? Doesn't matter. We're Cloud.
You can do this, Cloud.
Do what? I'm a video game now. Neato Frito.
Seconds out. And fire. Practice.
Okay, all right.
How prudent.
Come on.
Left hook.
All right.
Right hook.
Well.
Block. All right. Okay.
Come on.
This is very slow.
All right.
Is it? Is it from the OG? I never played it. Oh, I got a block. Dodge? How do I dodge? How do I dodge? I did do that. Oh, I got it. It's a timing thing? So go towards the fist? All right. Try this again. This is no good. How do I do this? Left, right. I got a block? Is it both? Sway to the left with L. I'm punching L. What do you want from me? I don't like this game. Quick praise prayer request. We got a last minute appointment for tomorrow at 3 p.m. with a doctor who can help us determine if Allie is a candidate for cryotherapy for her cancer. We are thankful to the Lord for making this appointment slot available and pray that this is a treatment that we should pursue. That he would allow Allie to be a candidate for it. Yeah. All right. Let's pray for that. Lord, you're good. You know everything. And you're a good dad. You know what is best, but we also get to come to you as our father and ask for favors, for help, for your presence and your wisdom. I pray that you'd help Shadow and Allie to be able to go to this meeting and to be wise in hearing. And should it be your will that she's able to do this, please bring her into there and let it be something that helps medically and not just be a waste of time. Thank you that you've been providing well. Amen. Yeah. Rock and roll, man. What's cryotherapy? Is that freezing the cancer? All right. How do you do this? I only get one try? That's blocked. That's blocked. Okay, what do you want from me? Oh, hold on. Are they going to freeze it? Oh, interesting. So I just... Yeah, excellent. I did that perfectly.
Well. Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose. Land 2 hits in a row.
Come on. Yeah. Well.
I can't. Okay, hold on.
All right.
I don't understand how to hit. Strike while the enemy's about to throw. All right, when he's about to throw. All right. All right. Oh, guard as he's about to throw. I'm really bad at this. This is terrible. All right, bonk. And then... No, okay. Once your ATB gauge is full, you can deliver a punch. However, watch your opponent carefully, as you can only land a hit when they have dropped their guard completely. All right, so right. So I have to wait? Okay. This is bad.
All right.
Now he's gonna come at me? Darn it. I don't know if it's fun or not. All right, take that. Now he moves his dad's shoulder. I totally dodged it.
Come on. Well.
Okay. Now I just have to dodge. Shoulder is left shoulder. I did it. I don't get it. Like.
All right. Well.
Please let me out of this game. Please let me out of this game. I don't like it. All right, hit you in the face. And then dodge. Too slow, of course. Come on. Push him in the face. And then wait for the punch. It is the left. Blocked it. Now I can hit him in the face again.
All right.
Perfect. I'm so good at this game. I think they can either create a new one out of the tissue, or they can set up an external drain for your kidneys. Absolutely necessary. Wow, yeah. Good news is you can live without a bladder, even if it's not ideal. Yeah, yeah. It's amazing what they can do now. Good golly. Let's hope that doesn't come to that, but let's see. Man, I'm good news, but it's still rough to go through all that stuff. All right. Okay, I will do that. I have no choice.
Well. Come on. All right. Well.
Nothing personal.
How can this be?
I don't know. I totally didn't get the game. But
expertly done, Cloud.
I tutorialed as hard as I could.
Well fought.
Wait, you actually got hurt? The doctors had mentioned needing to do a complete removal, which is good, right? Like, I mean, go through treatment, come out the other side, not be able to have too much of your life impacted. That would be ideal, obviously.
Let's give our worthy contender another thunderous round of applause.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm glad she has you, man. Go through this as a couple. That's special. That's a terrible place for a stage. All I can think of is, why do you have the stage up high where they can't see you? Usually it's to elevate the crowd, not the stage. There's a reason for that, because you can't see.
Well, thanks.
Nice punching up there, Cloud.
You're gross. Stop touching me.
A small token of my thanks. 1 golden ticket. Your ticket to paradise.
I only got 1 ticket to paradise. So I'm packing my bags and leaving tonight. 1 ticket to paradise.
Nicely done.
You were pretty nervous.
Cloud's used to performing in front of crowds.
This is noisy as
You should
flip.
have seen him at the Honeybee Inn.
Eric.
Oh, you've got to tell me that one later.
Welcome to paradise. The troll saucer.
So, now that we're here, let's have some fun.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy!
Sure. Sounds like a plan to me.
I had my fill of fun in Costa del Sol.
Let's put it to a vote then.
Teensy little break. All those in favor?
Me.
Cloud doesn't take breaks. Yay!
Yeah. Oh, you're good boy.
Yay or nay?
1 ticket for a pair of dice. Considering it's a golden saucer. Okay, sure. Oh man.
Have your fun.
Now we gotta go stab some patron.
While you still have time.
Hey. Maybe you should lie down for a bit.
Okay, maybe.
No, I'm all right.
It's just like a hallucination that caused me to break out into violent tendencies. It's fine.
This ain't you see.
Normal.
Why don't you and me go book us some rooms?
Alrighty. How very dull, but alright.
Well, the 4 of us are off.
So do I get to go play in the place, or do I get to go book some rooms?
Let's go!
Get some sleep, okay?
Let's see. The hotel's gotta be that way.
Nope, that's Ghost Square, stupid. Really? Going to Ghost Square? Alright. Am I supposed to follow him, or can I just wander off? Bye! Can't tell me what to do. Ah, man! This game sucks. I'm going this way.
Hello, and welcome to Park Central. Every
Womp
square
womp.
is yours to enjoy. Where you
Except
go
for it's
is up to
not.
you.
What the hell is wrong with those
So
guys?
indulge your curiosity
won't
and
last.
explore to your heart's
What?
Mako, when it's gone, so's this.
Where'd that come from?
Paraphrasing you.
Well, you're not wrong. But I get your point. Live it up while you can.
This is like the world's coolest escalator. And why are we in here? Barrett, this is not the hotel. Oh, goody. It's creepy. Should use Trivago. Where's Captain Obvious when I need him? If there's jump scares, I'm quitting. Why are we staying at the haunted hotel? Why can't we stay at the nice hotel? Didn't get me. Neener, neener. Cause Disney? Oh, great.
Can you believe this shit?
I don't like it.
This is what the planet's dying for? This is why we're bleeding her dry? Look at it. Look.
I am, buddy.
All of it. Mako. Siphoned straight from the life stream. From her veins.
Hey, get a grip.
What do we have
0 out of 10.
here?
Hotel is definitely haunted. Will not be seeing again.
So how about a reading to clear those somber skies?
1 star.
Whether it be dark or bright, I'll read your future right. Just didn't go shooting the messenger, eh?
Is everybody here Scottish? Is that what's going on? Why has everybody got a Scottish accent now?
Yoo-hoo, lads. Eyes up here.
Oh, it's just that one guy.
Okay, Sith, fortune teller extraordinaire. Put it there.
It's a toy, all right. Pretty lifelike, though.
Come on,
You almost got stabbed there, kitty cat.
The gold saucer's meant to be a happy place filled with happy people, don't you know? So show us those pearly whites.
Back off.
I haven't brushed my teeth in a week.
You coming?
Say no to soothsayers. Agreed. Let's go stab me some soothsayer. Hey, you, die. Oh, no, we gotta chat with him.
Someone's got a bee in their bonnet.
It's me. I don't like this place. I don't like it at all. I wouldn't stay here. You couldn't pay me to stay here. Like, if it was like, for $1 million, you have to stay in this mansion, I'd be like, I'm good. Keep your $1 million. Pretty though. All right. Maybe it's nice. He's got a bad front entrance. Time for sleepy times? Yeah. You're two bonkers. Luigi's Mansion. Okay, I need a vacuum cleaner. He's got some green. I mean, green apparently is creepy. He keeps trying to jump scare me, but I got nerves of steel today. You know what got me was Nikki. That legit freaked me out.
Seems classy now.
No, I'm good. No. You like it? I'm going to allow that, but just for future note, I got like 1 million bad words blocking Prince King, just for the sake of everybody. But I'll leave it. Yeah. Well, you know what I think it does though? I had one guy. It's so funny. When I first started streaming, there was a dude that would come in and he would be like, "Hi," and then nothing for a little while, and he's like, "I can't write anything." and I'm like, "Are you cussing? Are you using bad language?" And he's like, "Yeah." I'm like, well, we block that stuff here because, you know, we're trying to keep it, you know, PG-13 and whatnot for everybody to have fun. Plus, I believe strongly that there's better words. Whatever you're going to use is better words. And he's like, I don't know any better words. So he just constantly be getting blocked because he didn't know any other words and swear words. So I'm like, it's good practice for you, man. You need to figure out other words. That you need to go find some adjectives. Go buy a thesaurus. It'll do you well in life, you know?
I can sleep like the dead.
I heard one of the rooms is literally haunted.
Literally haunted. All right, so I'm gonna go. I don't know where I'm going. You're the front desk.
Haunted hotel.
Whoa.
Like the dead.
I heard one of the rooms.
He's gonna pop out.
Tacky and understaffed. Great.
Nope, it's gonna pop out.
Hello?
See? Still.
Welcome, gentle sirs.
What in the hell?
Oh, you got Astrobot. Nice. Yeah, go have fun with that. That's a fun game. I want to play that one too. Can't, but want to.
Got any rooms? There's 6 of us all told.
Didn't what go extinct?
5 and 1 pet.
Might I inquire as to what kind of pet?
It's a dog that looks like a cat.
He was joking. Make it 6.
Very well. Now then. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, gentlemen, but it appears we're all booked up for the
It's such a cool game. Like there's a reason it won Game of the Year or New Game of the Year. It won an award.
But according to my records, all of our hotels are sadly fully booked.
All right, time to get stabbing.
Hello again. Nowhere to stay?
And what's it to you?
Now then.
Game of the year.
Want
Yeah, it was, right?
Or two.
Crazy that a platformer got it.
I wouldn't dream of such a thing. And to prove it, I'll foot the entire bill myself.
Sure you will.
Well, aren't we a prickly bunch? You there, dangly man. Would you mind checking one more time? Oh, a timely cancellation. The Tonberry and Eligor suites have just become available. Shall I book them for you?
Yeah, Monkey Souls. That was pretty good. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Good.
A lot of people really like that.
Enjoy your stay.
I will never remember the name of it.
Your suites
No,
are
I
on
won't.
the 4th floor.
Black Myth Wukong. Yeah, I wasn't
Proceed
anywhere
to
near
the
that.
Elevator at the top of the stairs.
I went looking in my brain. That was not any of the options. I'm not sure I would have got there. You're gonna tell me to go to the stairs, aren't you? I can go in, yay! Oh, all they serve is pee. Gross. No, I'm good. I go to the pee bar.
So a friend told me this story one evening, right around midnight.
Nope, I've never read Journey to the West. Books are for sissies, and I play video games. I just like the Upside Down Man more than the ghost. Yeah, he's a little off, isn't he? Can never imagine Cat Sith with a Scottish accent.
There you are.
It comes and goes. Sometimes he doesn't have it.
The offer still stands. A fortune or two to steer you through.
You can answer any question?
But of course. Be it this, be it that, go on and ask the cat.
Okay, we're looking for Sephiroth. Think you can find him?
Oh, Sephiroth, you say? All right. Hold on to your underpants. Meow, 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 meow.
Things are looking up, so throw caution to the wind. Put your trust in others, and a last-minute twist may pleasantly surprise you? What's this got to do with Sephiroth?
What indeed? Give me another chance. I'll get it this time. Come on.
Watch your belongings. Lucky color. Black? We're done.
Wait, don't go. Third time's a charm. Come on, you stupid thing. Anything the matter?
Seek and you are sure.
Look behind you, Thwack. Yeah.
But alas, you shall forever lose what you cherish most.
The stars work
And then
in
that's
mysterious ways.
Scooby-Doo style hallway scene starts.
Yeah, it's just what I cherish most.
Wow, that's wild. I like that. Cool. That's smart. People are smart.
See what this crap does.
My apologies, sir.
Now I want to brainstorm some other things that would look really good on either side. Because I've got the fire one, and that's a thinking one. I wonder what other ones would be good. Obviously the voice one, but what, like the talking bubble. What else is there? That's a genius. Oh, I don't like you.
Down, I presume.
What? No, up.
4th floor.
Oh, of course. Very well.
Yo, thanks for the follow, dude. Whoa, welcome.
Goodness me.
Good golly gumdrops. He's gonna shoot that man. Ah, rudes.
Reservation under the name Palmer.
Director of Space and Aeronautics?
XtianNinja.
Yes, of course. One moment.
That's his legal last name, actually.
It says here you canceled those rooms?
What? No, we didn't.
While we did have you booked for the Tonberry and Eligor suites, Mr. Palmer sent word that they were no longer required.
That's impossible.
Is something wrong?
We lost the rooms.
What? Tell him who I am.
I did.
How is there only one hotel?
Oh. Well, no point dwelling on it. Now, where can a man get a drink around here? Yoo-hoo, waitress.
Sleep in the lobby like all the classy people do. Did you hear about that story about that one woman that she went and found some really fancy clothes?
We've arrived.
And like she was in like the really cool looking dress, really expensive looking dress, nice purse, and she spent like three weeks or something just sleeping in lobbies and going to art museums and all the rest and bunch of stuff, and they just kept feeding her and giving her place to sleep, assuming she was fine, and she could just go wherever she wanted because she just looked like a rich person who belonged there, and they kept giving her free stuff. Like all she had to do was just look the part. And her point of the experiment was really like, we give all this free stuff to people who don't need free stuff, and then the people who do need it, we don't even let into the room. Nope, I don't like it. I don't like it. Nope. Stab it, shoot it, throw it away.
Toys.
Nope, don't like it. Nope. Just noticed that I haven't gotten any shurikens today. Anyone else getting them? You should be.
I'm gonna head out for a bit.
Cool.
They just add themselves up as you watch.
Not for fun.
Unless you're not logged in, but you are. All right, have fun with OBS.
Hey, you've been acting pretty weird lately, Cloud.
All right, dude. Have a good one.
Up and shake it off.
Yeah, wings are a good one.
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't think I could sleep in this room. There's no part of me that could sleep in this room. Alrighty then. You know what? Could you just not be here? Go out the door. I don't like you. Ugh. This little frog machine that sits there and farts all day. This is for Sleepy Buys. I'm gonna go check this door. Oh, yeah. I hate this place. I hate it so much. If this is what Disney's like, I'm never going. Is yours glowing a little bit? Like, can you click the little symbol that gives you more? Because that happens every, I don't know, 15 minutes or 10 minutes or something. Bruh. Put that back. Belongs there. Stupid ghosts. Stupid ghosts. Oh, this bed definitely gonna spin. Oh yeah. I'm gonna sleep on this one. It's meant for me. And you should be gone. Go to sleep. Is there anything else I can see? Anything cool? I don't like the door. I don't like the noises. I don't like the decor. I don't like any of it. I don't even get any cool prizes. Is that like a teleportation portal? Nope. And he's just gonna sit there and make noise, right? I would have removed the knife thing from his hands. Yeah, well, we are the leader of the group, so we're gonna go sleep in the king size bed in the round room. Yep. Time for Betty Buys. He's just looking at me, man. Don't look at me.
More tired than I thought.
Time for a nightmare. Do I have to play the nightmare, though?
Feel like I failed you.
Stabby robot was scared if it wasn't susceptible to being tipped over or defeated by using stairs. You don't know what happens, man. It could grow legs. There's all kinds of crazy stuff it could do.
Sorry, man. Feel like I failed you.
You did. You're not my friend anymore. Go away. I'm moving? I get to move things. Okay, neat. Not far, but okay. Oh, I'm him. Oh, so I'm literally, I thought I was the one in bed. Okay, I'm a moron. Looks like Emo Cloud. He does. He looks exactly like Emo Cloud. Like they just reskinned him. All right, I don't know who that is, but... Oh, gotta go to the bookshelf.
Peg you as a bookworm.
What am I doing? Am I stuck? What is happening? Can't leave. Oh, I can leave. Okay, good. Yeesh. That was Cloud. Look at her ribbon. Okay, let's go look at her ribbon. Hi, I'm just looking at your ribbon. Is that Aerith? I think it's Aerith. It's got the Aerith bracelets. Her hair looks different, though. Clouds look a little worse for wear. All right, let's go be emo somewhere. Feelings. You know, it's just like the world, man. It's just... Can't trust no one. Deep conditioner treatment. He's got the OV. I guess there's no point in looking for boxes, right? Like prizes, because they won't give you any. This is in a dream. It would, like, even if I found a new weapon, it's not like it could come with me. Oh, this is Aerith's house. I just realized this. I've been here before. Original Crackers brand crackers. For those who like crackers. The OV treatment. Yeah.
Definitely.
OV deep oil treatment.
You're supposed to say thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
No, you're supposed to say it now.
Thank you. Hey, did someone come by the house last night?
Oh, you must mean Biggs. He was just dropping off some food.
White people eating crackers brand crackers.
What's with the sneaking around?
Some crackers eating crackers brand crackers.
All over town? Well, his face is on them.
It's the sad channel. 24 hours a day, sad people sitting on benches. The sad channel. Oh, it's Charlie Sheen.
How do you know him?
I'd rather let him explain. So long as Marlene's here, he'll come around again.
He won't.
Lifetime. Yeah, CNN.
Biggs isn't coming back. Tifa isn't coming back. Daddy isn't coming back.
Oh, great, emo guy. She caught your depression.
Nobody's coming back ever again.
Sure they will. And I know just how to prove it to you. I'll go and get Biggs. Right now.
Mean it?
Always do. Honest and true. But let me guess. You don't like dumb rhymes.
No, I like rhymes sometimes.
He's going to the
bad,
gym.
Kid.
He's gonna go hang out. Yeah, with the bros. Did you know? Have you ever heard of the term bigorexia? I learned it yesterday.
Not bad, kid.
Look up the term bigorexia. It's a real thing. It's the kind of the opposite of anorexia, but it's about people who are like addicted to getting swole. They can't help it. It's like a mental health issue, and all they want to be is more and more swole. So they get that synthol stuff and they wreck their body. It's called bigorexia. And I'm out of here. This place sucks. Hi. Can we leave?
Hey, how are you feeling? Do you need
Creeped
anything?
out.
Some food?
I need to leave.
Water?
I'm fine.
Distance?
You were right. Just needed some sleep.
Oh, in the corner. Okay. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, Red's off doing his own thing, and Aerith and Yuffie are taking a spin on the sky wheel. They're only letting couples on tonight. So here I am, the odd woman out. They hit it off quick, huh? Must be nice to make friends that easily.
What, like you can't?
I don't know.
Hey, Gamer Night. Good to see you, man.
I act like I can. Think I always have. Ever since I was a kid.
Got us some romantical music playing.
You up for a little exploring? With me. I mean, no pressure.
Of course I'm up for it.
Tifa date. Let's go. Okay, all right. This is a Tifa date with rules. Participate in the park's attractions to earn gold saucer points. Then exchange your GP for illustrious collector's items, as well as other useful trinkets. Kiosk located around the park. Let's go. All right, fun. Come on, Tifa. Let's go have some fun in this really creepy place. I gotta find the elevator though. Tifa date with rules, baby. I mean, all dates have rules. Right? There's certain things you can and can't do on a date, and depending on the girl. Aerith's fine. She's okay with it. She's a very confident young woman. Do figs have rules? Yes. Figs have rules, and Tootsie Pops have rules. Everything has rules. Oh, that one's got a gun. Go stab that one. He's got a lightsaber.
Sorry.
You're holding a gun. I mean, it's not like you're not a hypocrite. You are a gun. Don't make me bear it. I want to go on a Tifa date.
See you again.
Oh, all right, good. Doki Doki Literature. You know, I own that game. I have that game. It was free, I think, from Epic a while back.
Hello there, Cloud. It's not often I see you in the company of a single comrade. Oh, yes. I believe I understand the situation. Forgive me. I didn't mean to intrude. You're both overdue for a break. Enjoy yourselves tonight.
The level of distance that's between me and Tifa is suspicious. Yeah, I've got Doki Doki, and I've got Amnesia too, and they will never be installed or played. Never, 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 never.
Well, hello.
Although, my daughter...
Whatever it is you're off to today, allow me to be your guide. Your Moogle guide.
One sec. There's another game out there right now where it's 3D and you have like this girlfriend who's like your obsessed girlfriend, and it's I think it's made by the same people that made Doki Doki, or somebody who made a game similar to that. And what it is, it's watching the playthrough more, right? Exactly, right? But he's like, it's very interesting. It's really like cerebral, gets inside your head, has, does things you wouldn't have thought. And basically it's just it's kind of psychological horror from a relationship. It's not the same creators. It's got the same vibe though, right? I'm kind of curious about that
Where would
one.
you like to go, Kupo?
The welcome area. Fantasy World. Welcome to Fantasy Island. There.
Let's make practice, Kupo.
I thought I was gonna walk. That's kind of lame. Can I walk? Do I have to fast travel everywhere?
And here we are.
All right, let's go. Come on, Tifa. Everywhere we go must be done at high clip. Love school days? No. I don't think so. No. See if I can find it. This one. What's that one? Me side. Probably me city. But this one. This is the one that's it's like really, really weird. It's really weird. You get the tour around and then she's like super nice, but then things go sideways. Sup, noob? We're gonna go play some games. We're having fun. World's coming to an end. The earth is being sucked dry. But it's time for us to play. What's up? Not much. Hanging out. Having fun. I had a bun. Kind of life-changing.
Welcome to paradise. The gold saucer.
How are you? Long time no see, man. All right. I'm trying to choose. I don't know where to go. We'll just try everything. Battle Square. That sounds like it's for us. Let's go battle. All right, time for some Battle Square. And I am going to walk everywhere because it's way more fun that way. Instant death. Fight, fight, fight. Musclehead. Wait, is that the game I just played?
Looking for a Dio t-shirt? We got you covered.
Oh, I don't get juice.
Perfect for knocking back protein shakes. A little rough and tough.
I'm doing good. A lot of snow this week. My schedule cleared up for a few days. Feel a break. Yeah, that is nice. Yeah. Nice when the weather turns where it's like, all right, you know what? I can't actually.
Welcome to Battle Square, Kupo. Now you can jet back here whenever you're in the mood to roughhouse.
All right. What am I doing? It's actually bad. Like, so Tifa's like, let's go on a date. And I'm like, let's go to Musclehead Square, drink a protein shake with the bros. I'm not sure I grasp the concept of dating.
Musclehead cups too.
Buy a fat chocobo and protein.
Hi.
You don't think they're looking for us, do you?
Seems more like they're on guard here.
Even so, probably best we don't stick around.
I'm going to stick around.
Are you interested in joining the fray?
I don't know. What are we doing? Oh, we're just kicking butt. Just in there kicking butt. No, I'm not.
Give us a holler when you want to throw down.
Let's go do something fun. Yeah, we're gonna not do that. I don't think fighting is the way to go here. So cool looking though. That's a long ways up. Is it a Japanese thing that makes the people walk like 12 steps away from each other? Or because like it doesn't make sense that we're not walking next to each other, does it? Valentine's Day is almost upon us. Maybe that. I mean, yeah, it's time for a Valentine's Day date with Tifa. Is that the right? Oh, Park Central. Ooh, the parking lot. Come to the parking lot. I'm super good at dates. Touch you. I don't know. I'm just thinking from anime. Like whenever they're walking with each other, like a boy and a girl, one's always like way far behind. We're going parking. That's right. Yeah, we're gonna go find the hill. Looks over the city. Look, it's Iron Man, America.
Welcome,
Captain Iron Man.
Space Ranger HQ. Our mission today is a vital one, and we will need your wholehearted support to defeat the enemy.
I think we're doing laser tag.
Is that how you were back when you enlisted?
Yes, I am.
That great. I hope.
Leave us. Yeah, you need one Bible width between you. That's it, though. Oh, come on! No minigame? That sucks.
Is amassing a fleet of star cruisers on the dark side of Moon 7.
Or no, that's the Discord. Those are the Discord. They're more P. Gross. I guess we can go in there. Let's see what happens. What are we doing?
Stand in our way.
Oh, I think it's this one is ours. Nope. Hello, I didn't pay for anything. I don't have a ticket, and I don't know what I'm doing. Let me on the spaceship. Yes. Oh, that sounds fun. Join the Space Rangers in their fight for galactic freedom. Pilot your way. So X is shoot. Y is proton bomb. B is restorative charge. Mouse and keyboard controls can be changed from the pause menu. You know what? I'm not going to switch. I'm not a coward. I will use the controller. I'm a real gamer. That is a big box. Oh, it auto. Okay, that's cool. Oh, this game is kind of lame. Shoot my own guy. Only I get to score points.
No other enemy contacts detected. Prepare for the next wave.
Restorative charge.
Enemy incoming. Move to intercept. Great work. Keep it up, Ranger.
This is a silly game. I do not want this game. Like I like the card game, but this feels like just standard arcade stuff, you know? Which isn't bad, I guess. We'll see. Thank you, Buzz. I have all the proton bombs I'm ever gonna need. This is great. This seems like the enemy. This is the boss. Here we go.
That's an HQ-plus warship. You must further your energy reserves unless absolutely necessary. Be advised, it's equipped with state-of-the-art Vulcan weaponry.
I missed. I bet I have. I died. Tifa, yeah, we should go find something to sit with Tifa. Gilgamesh. Pretty sure Gilgamesh was a hero.
Time. Don't beat yourself up.
You know what? I'm gonna beat someone up.
Many formidable fiends stand in our way.
The Gilgamesh army is amassing a fleet of star cruisers on the dark side of Moon.
Take me to somewhere. I want to go somewhere better. Central Park, Adventure World. No, that's not good. Battle Square, Ghost Square, Wonderment Square. Wonderment Square sounds better. Chocobo Square. Yeah, let's go to the other side. Let's go to Fantasy World. We'll go to something a little nicer, you know? A little more fun. More date-ish. I will try. All right, we want to go to... Where do you want to go? Wonderment Square. That's where we're going. Come on, Tifa. Let's go do some wonderment.
How you want to kick this off?
Wonderment. I don't know what that means.
We gotta go to Wonderment Square next.
Sounds way better. Whoop, whoop. Look around the corner. Anything to steal? No, we're good. I've had Wonderment gum, I think.
Welcome to Wonderment Square, Kupo. Oh, looks like this is your first time here. Enjoy!
Yep.
Okay, everyone, let the art show begin. Try and see if you can... Aha! I knew you'd come crawling out of your room eventually. I mean, seriously, who could resist the siren song of the saucer?
Another really good thing when you want to do on dates,
Got a little
talk to other
sidetracked
girls.
and wound up losing the others.
They like that.
Well, feel free to join us if you want.
And be a third wheel? No thanks. I know when I'm not wanted.
Top tier dates with XtianNinja. Hey, it's Queen's blood. Nope. I don't like that game.
This place looks fun, huh? Now we're talking.
That's a lot of mini games.
Your name. Bet you'd kill on it.
But it's for kids.
You're afraid of a little video game?
What are you, chicken?
Whatever. Let's see how it stacks up against the real thing.
Or, you know. Or we could just go play more Queen's Blood. Come on. Don't go up to a girl and press A. No, you don't. Yep. They don't like being pressed at all, actually. They prefer you don't walk up and poke anything. Left is brake. All right. Right is accelerate. Left attack. Right attack. Spinning. Nitrate boost. Okay, I can do that. I got mad skills. Yeah, let's try a motorbike game. Do I just have to use my imagination? Ah. Cloud, you're taking this way too seriously. Let's go. Whoa! How do I get him? Take that, cigar! Steering is hard. This is way easier than when I was using the keyboard. Golly. Was that extra points? Whoa, come on, turn. I'm not hitting anybody. Oh, I gotta hit the brake. That makes sense. You think it'd be cool with the cops that this is the game? Like, how'd I do? Meanwhile, I did pretty good. Meanwhile, in the actual game, like the arcade, he's like literally swinging his sword. People's like are fleeing.
Knew you'd kill it. Nothing like real world expertise.
I got a mithril core. Let's go. All right, where do I need to go, actually? Like, what's the next thing? Oh, I just need to play? Is that the whole thing here? All right, I guess.
Need to chill for a sec anyway.
All right.
Your trusty guide, Moogle, is at your service.
I have to go. You know what? I'm going to look again at the map. That's not the map. That's the map. Paint the town red. Skywheel Square. Event Square. Chocobo Square. Destination. Paint the town red. Okay. Let's go there. Little bit of Chris. I used to be Hell's Angels biker gang. I was. My dad actually did own a bike. He had a Goldwing, and I liked it. I was never much of a biker, but it was a lot of fun when I got to be on the back. Until you get hit in the face mask with a bee, then it's not fun anymore. I don't know if you've ever had the pleasure of going 120 kilometers down the road and then getting smacked in the face with a bee, but it's distracting. Steadfast block. That sounds important. All right, I wanted to go down, actually. Where's the down? There's down. 'Cause I'm pretty sure. Stop doing that. This one. This is where I'm trying to get to. So I gotta go up. Yeah, I think I gotta go up here and then that way. Okay, that's fine. This way.
Everything. I've got to see everything.
I can't believe it. I'm finally in the gold concert.
So it's that way. Nope, no, I'm facing the wrong way. It's this way. Alrighty. Now where? How do you get around? Okay, we're in the right spot. I just got to get around over there. But how do you do that when there's a big wall in the way?
I'm not leaving till I ride the sky wheel.
Is there just no way to get down there?
If I'm gonna. What do you mean we can't ride the sky wheel? Oh, come on. This is what I came here for.
Well, I'm just confused now. I don't know how to get there. Destination, paint the town red. Main scenario. View. Just, okay, I'm going to try using one of those guys to teleport. Or not.
Attention guests! We're not admitting anyone else at this time. Please come back later.
Popular place. Maybe some other attractions are open though.
Okie dokie.
What do you mean we can't ride if I'm gonna.
That was weird.
We gotta go to Wonderman Square next.
I already went to Wonderman Square. That's not where I'm supposed to, where I would need to be. This place is a zoo. Okay.
Listen up. This vacation is on a tight.
Give your tickets.
This way, maybe?
Spots are the best here.
Anything that you can drink.
Okay, I'm underneath where I need to be. I gotta be there, apparently. Easily done. Or maybe not. I already went to Battle Square. I don't want to go to Battle Square again.
Doesn't matter how many times I've come. Everything. I've got it.
Is it outdoors? What's the deal? What's the deal? Like, this looks like what I'm supposed to be on. This stairwell right here, which I'm next to.
Everything.
But that's a down stairwell. It goes underneath. In order to get up. Did a teleporter thing? I don't know how to get there. Okay, it is on. I think I'm just supposed to explore the park. Okay, that we'll come back and do that another time. We'll save, and then we're good. That's enough for today. I think I had fun. Hope you had fun. All that glitters. And quit. Quit. Yes, we're quitting. Please understand. That song was getting really annoying anyway, and everywhere I went, they were yelling at me. I don't think I do very good in an amusement park. Why are we listening to BTS? That's not what I was hoping would happen. Okay, let's try that. I don't know what happened there. Yeesh. All right, tell you what, we're gonna raid out. Thank you for being here. It's Thursday, which means it's the last stream. Except for Saturday, because on Saturday I'm actually going to be on stream one more time. I'm going to make sure I know that. What is the exact time here? I'm pretty sure it's noon. So at noon on Saturday, I'm going to be streaming here, and I'll be collabing with Mother Goose, and we're going to be talking and doing things. I am part of the BTS army. I do get purpled. That's the thing. And then I talked to my daughter about if we could do Sunday. Maybe we can come on and do our Celestathon. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I might be totally fried considering how much the week has had. But at the very least, thank you for being here. Let's head out and raid. Please make sure you check out the Discord. Hang out there for a little bit. Come say hello. Come drop one meme. Come on, give a one check mark or a prayer icon to one of the prayers. Just come in there and say hello. It means a lot to people when you respond a little bit and you show them you care, and we like to do that in ours. We really do. We have a great Discord. I have not rated Miss Positivity in forever and ever and ever. Oh, we're gonna raid Dustin. Hey, oh, he's doing Dark Souls. Anybody else on here? Like, oh, Star Pony's on? Oh, well, you gotta raid Star Pony. You gotta raid Star Pony. Come say hello to her. She's the greatest. Come say hey to her. Star Pony is the DM for our third Thursday Dungeons and Dragons doodly bop that we do, which is coming up next week. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
This little energy